We have this breaking news out of Lanao del Sur. CNN Philippines has learned of an ongoing firefight between government troops and an armed group in the Islamic city of Marawi. A local official tells us the firefight began at around 2 this afternoon in Barangay Maladlad and that the situation is reportedly now under control. The Army's 1st Division, based in Marawi, confirming the armed men are from the terror group Maute. We're going to speak now to Marawi City Mayor Majul Gandamra. Good evening, Mayor. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yes, good evening po, Pia.
Well, Mayor, can you confirm that the skirmishes began at 2 this afternoon in that barangay?
Yes, Pia. There was this skirmishes between the military and some unidentified armed men in one of the barangays of Marawi City in Basak, Malatalat. In fact, I was there because I was going to one of the municipalities of Lanao del Sur, but it so happened na nagkaroon po ng konting putukan, and so I stopped and we verified what transpired. So, ganun po ang binalita sa amin ng mga sundalo na mayroon silang operation doon sa isang barangay dito sa Marawi City.
Yes. Mayor, itong barangay...
Barangay Malatalat po.
How far or near is that to City Hall?
Maybe 2 kilometers or more or less.
Okay, so that's not very far. Pero medyo this spread, right? Hindi lang sa Barangay Maradla. There were several skirmishes in different places in the city, correct, sir?
Later on, ma'am, mayroon pong mga tumawag sa akin na mga barangay officials, and there were sightings of some group doon sa mga areas nila. So, still, we are collating information so that we can give the proper information to the public.
Yes. Well, Mayor, the Army is saying that this is the Maute Group.
Well, again, I am still collating information from authorities. As of now, we are coordinating with the PNP and the military so that, again, we can give the proper, the accurate information regarding this situation.
So we have no idea at this moment how many men how many armed men we are talking about, and we have no information also as to what kind of weapons, what kind of firearms they have with them.
As I've said, ma'am, we are still collating information because right now we are coordinating with the military because they are the frontliner. Sila po yung nagkaroon ng skirmishes with the group.
Mayor, doesn't the city have a CCTV system that was just installed late last year? And if you do, are you able to monitor these groups through that system, through those cameras?
Not all areas are covered by CCTV po.
Okay. So what we do know so far, you're not going to confirm that this is Maute Group. You can't also tell us how many men we are talking about here and what firearms they have with them. What about casualties, sir? Dead, injured on any side, either side?
Right now, based on initial information, no casualties reported from. As I said, we are coordinating with the military. Wala po silang nasabing casualties na nangyari.
Yeah, okay. And then there's another report that in there's a local hospital there na allegedly what the rebels did, and allegedly, a Maute Group, they removed the Philippine flag and they raised the ISIS flag. Can you confirm that or deny that?
As of now po, that hospital is very near to the City Hall. Right now, I am at the City Hall. Wala pong report. There was no report na merong ganong pangyayari po.
No report. So you're not.
We have to validate.
Okay, but can you call? You can call that hospital.
A while ago,
yes.
A while ago, I was calling the medical director, Dr. Saber, pero hindi pa po nakakasagot sa akin.
Okay. Pero lines are up, right? I mean, communication lines are not down at this time, right, sir?
Not down. Yes, mayroon pa lahat still functioning. The electricity is still functioning. All these facilities are still intact.
Well, there is some concern because there are reports that there is some trouble at the hospital, and we have no idea also, sir, and I'm sure you don't either at this point, how many people there are in the hospital, staff, patients, for example, and visiting relatives, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, anything else you can add, sir, Mayor?
Pardon, ma'am?
Is there anything
Medyo
else you
malabo
can add,
kasi-
sir? Is there anything else you can add?
Yes, of course. We are appealing to the public na wag ho masyadong magbigay ng hindi pa validated information. As of now, we are collating information so that we can, again, we can apprise the public kung ano talaga ang nangyayari dito sa Marawi City. And of course, yung mga aking mga constituents, kung naririnig po nila, doon na lang ho sila sa kanilang mga kanya-kanyang bahay so that para doon sa safety nila. And still, the government is under, Marawi City is under the control of the government po.
Okay, because Mayor, I'm sure you're aware that in social media, may mga umiikot ng mga photographs reportedly of these armed men walking around your city streets.
Mayroon pong, as I said, ma'am, mayroon pong mga area na mayroong presence of this group na hindi pa po naaabot ng ating mga authorities like the military and the PNP. Dahil gumagawa po sila ngayon ng action plan as of now. And that's why we are coordinating with them.
All right. Thank you very much, Mayor Majul
Thank you, ma'am.
Gandamra of Marawi City. Sir, we will contact you again. Good evening, I'm Pia Ontiveros. We have this breaking news story. Marawi City, armed men in that area. Earlier during Newsnight, we were speaking to the mayor of Marawi City. We're going to be speaking right now to residents of Marawi City. We'll begin with Chico Usman, like we said, a resident in Marawi City. Chico?
Yes
Hello,
po,
Chico.
ma'am.
Yeah, hi. Can you hear me well?
Yes po, naririnig ko po.
Okay. Chico, can you tell us ano ang nangyayari? Kanina, bandang 2:00, meron daw firefight na naganap sa isang barangay doon, yung Maladlad. Ano po nangyari?
Hello?
What did you see? Chico?
Ma'am, mayroong nagsasalitang iba eh. May nagsasalita. Hello, naririnig ko po.
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you very clearly. Can you just tell us, Chico, kung ano ang nangyari today?
O yun po, mga bandang 3:00 po. Mga bandang 3:00 po pinasok ng mga nakamaskarang lalaki ang street po namin dito sa Quezon Avenue, Marawi City po.
Quezon
Tapos,
Avenue, Marawi City. Yung Quezon Avenue, malapit ba ito sa City Hall or malapit sa Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital? Saan ito malapit?
Hindi po malapit, mga 20 minutes, siguro mga 10 kilometers o 5 kilometers papuntang City Hall. Medyo may kalayuan. Malapit
okay.
ako sa Marawi City Jail kung saan ngayon nasusunog. At saka sa yung paaralan na laki na nasusunog, Dansalan College. Yung Dansalan College, sinusunog na nila ngayon. Tapos ang City Jail dito sa sa malapit sa amin, Marawi City Jail, kasalukuyan din nasusunog.
Chico, you're telling us the Marawi City Jail is now on fire and so is the Dansalan Khalid. What is this?
Dansalan Junior College.
College.
Dansalan Junior College po.
Junior College.
Yes po.
Saan ito malapit relative to where you are?
Malapit lang po, na napakalapit sa akin, mga 300 meters.
Okay. Marawi City Jail, Dansalan College. At the same time, sinasabi mo kanina an hour ago na may bahay 100 meters from where you are na nasusunog din.
Hindi, i-clarify ko lang yon.
Oh.
Yung sinabi ko kanina, yun po yung City Jail.
Okay.
Yun na po yun. Kasi hindi ko matansya kanina. Tiningnan ko sa taas, yung Marawi City Jail pala yun.
Okay. Kanina, Chico, sabi mo, pinasok yung street nyo, yung Quezon Avenue, ng mga armadong lalaki. Ilang armadong? We're showing you video na kinunan mo. Chico?
Sandali, mama. Pasok muna ako kasi may nakita kong doon, lalaki doon.
Okay. Ang pinapakita namin ngayon, Chico, yung video. Ano yun? May barilan? May putok? Ha?
Kanina po, mga 3:00 hanggang
Okay. Chico, ang
siguro
pinapakita namin ngayon yung Facebook video mo. May nakikita kami sa street, no? Mga armadong lalaki, pati yung mga mukha nila naka-cover.
Yes po. Yan po yung kinuha ko kanina dito sa street namin.
Anong ginawa nila nung nasa Quezon Avenue sila, nung nasa street nyo?
Gumawa po sila ng barikada sa kalsada. Tapos, pinagbabantaan yung mga tao na magsialis kasi makikipagbakbakan daw sila sa military.
Okay. We're showing also photographs that you took. Yung isang photograph, mga 10 hanggang 12 na armadong lalaki, nakaitim, nakabalot ang mga mukha nila, may dala silang mga habang mga baril.
Yes po.
Ito, this is the photograph we're talking about. And you're saying na they were warning people that they were going to engage the military in a firefight?
Yes po. Lang mga tao po nakikita nila, kanina kasi maraming tao, pinagsasabihan nila na umalis na kayo dito. Kasi pagdating ng military, talagang makikipagbakbakan sila.
Nagpaputok ba sila kanina?
Maraming putok.
Marami. Saan?
Kasi ma'am,
saan
yung nakabarikadang yan, mga 300 meters lang yung layo sa Marawi City Jail.
Okay.
Kaya yun yung pinupunteriya nila kanina yung Marawi City Jail.
Sino ba yung nakapiit sa Marawi City Jail? Sino yung nandun sa loob? Would you know, meron ba sila kasamahan doon?
Marami, pero hindi naman yun yung punteriya nila. Talagang punteriya nila yung mga government na police siguro.
Okay.
Pati yun yung sinasabi ng lalaki. Yung mga police dyan na matatapang, magsilabasan kayo. Tapos yun yung sinasabi nila kanina. May nakadala sila ng megaphone. Tapos yun yung sinasabi nila.
Yeah. Chico, we're also showing a photograph of a police patrol car na merong bandila na itim. Ikaw rin yung kumuha nito, right?
Actually po ma'am, yung picture na yan, hindi po ako yung kapatid ko. Sinin po sa akin kasi nandun siya sa kabila.
Okay, saan ba ito? Itong picture ng photograph na may police patrol car?
Diyan sa may Lilud Madaya, at saka yung isa doon sa may Amay Pakpak Hospital na pinasok din ng mga IS. Yung
picture ng patrol car, police patrol car na may black ISIS flag. It's a black ISIS flag, right?
Yes,
this is right outside the Amay Pakpak Medical Center, correct?
Lilud Madaya po, Lilud Madaya.
Lilud Madaya. Ano yon?
Ano yan, yung patrol car na police?
Yes. Saan banda yon?
Sa labas ng Amay Pakpak, yung patrol car na police.
Okay, yun yung kanina kasi ang
kasi
report.
Ma'am, hindi ko na makita sa Facebook ko na lowbat ako.
Okay.
Basta yan yung may gate na green, di ba? Para may green na ano.
So right now, Chico, where you are, sabi mo, number 1, nasusunog yung Marawi City Jail. Number 2, nasusunog yung Dansalan College, like you said. What else can you see? Meron pa bang, kasi medyo madilim na ngayon, ano? Alas 8, pasado alas 8 na, no? Meron pa kayong nakikitang mga armadong lalaki?
Sa ngayon po ma'am, talaga wala akong makikita. Pero yung barikada doon na pinicturean ko kanina, nakikita ko pa rin na may mga flashlight na pabalik-balik naglalakad. Pero hindi ko sure sino yon, mga yon.
Okay.
Malamang sila pa rin yon.
Yeah. Okay, Chico, we're going to speak for a while to General Anyo, but I just wanted to ask before we talk to General Anyo, no? Sabi mo, yung kapatid mo ang nasa medical hospital, hindi ba? Siya yung kumuha ng picture ng police patrol car na may ISIS flag. Ano ang nangyari doon daw sa ospital? Pinasok ba sila? Nagkaputukan ba sa loob o sa labas?
Pinasok po sila sa ospital, pinagsisira po yung mga CCTV camera.
CCTV camera. Did they hurt anybody?
Pinalitan po nila ng flag, yung flag ng Philippines, ng flag ng ISIS.
Sa ospital, yung ospital mismo, hindi lang dito sa police patrol car?
Oh, yes po.
Okay. What else did they do? Was there a firefight inside or right outside the hospital?
Hindi ko po alam kung nagkabarilan po.
Okay.
Wala pong balitang ganun.
Okay. Is there anything else you can add, Chico? Anything else you can tell us?
Ano po, ma'am? Hello?
Anything else you can tell us kung ano nangyayari?
Hanggang ngayon po, marami pa rin putok. At saka ngayon po, yung papa ko, nasa kabilang sabi niya, mayroon pang isang paaralan daw na nangangamoy ng gas.
Nangangamoy ng gas?
Yung Marawi Central Elementary Pilot School, susunugin daw nila. Marawi Central Elementary Pilot School, nangangamoy daw ng gas kasi sinabuyan siguro ng gas. Tapos marami daw nakapaligid na mga armadong lalaki.
All right, sige, Chico, thank you very much for joining us. Chico Dimaro Usman, a resident in Marawi City. Ingat ka lang. Let's speak now to Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año. I understand he is in Moscow right now with President Duterte. General Año?
Yes, Pia. Good evening. Good evening sa ating mga nanonood.
Good evening, sir. Sir, what can you tell us about what is going on in Marawi City? What reports have reached you?
Around this morning, we got an information that Isnidon Pilon is hiding somewhere in Barangay Basak, Malotlot, Marawi City. So about 1:45 in the afternoon, joint AP and PNP strike force.
General Año? Sir? Okay, I think we must have lost. Sir? General Año?
Flash out din natin yung ibang mga... Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sabi ko, nagkaroon ng part 5 dito habang ina-attempt natin pasukin yung safe house ni Hapilon dito sa Basak, Malotlot, Marawi City.
Barangay Basak,
during the
Malutlot.
firefight,
Okay.
Yes. And during the firefight, nag-flash natin yung ibang Maute Group na nasa outskirt who would like to divert the focus of our troops, and this group will try to rescue Hapilon. So about 20 armed men ay pumunta sa vicinity dito sa Amay Pakpak Hospital. Yung iba naman ay dito sa provincial jail. And we have enough troops there. May mga parking pa tayo. So please advise the residents to stay inside their houses and remain calm. We will clear the area
General
immediately.
Año, yes sir. General Año,
Yes,
can you
sir.
confirm 6 wounded on the government side? Is that correct?
Yes, actually a total of 8 na ating wounded.
8 wounded.
Sa-
Meron po bang
Yes,
KIA? Killed in action, sir. Meron po ba?
Sa PNP, meron na tayong, according kay Joel De La Rosa, may isang PNP
Okay.
officer ang namatay. Ito yung mga nandun sa blocking
Okay,
areas
sir.
natin.
Also, there are photographs of one police patrol car that was commandeered by these armed men with a black ISIS flag. Are you aware of that, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, ito na yung part ng mga checkpoints natin na binablock yung possible exit ni Hapilon. Kasama ito sa na-encounter. Nagkaroon tayo ng mga sporadic
Yeah. Well, sir, so what is the
encounters.
situation right
Yes.
now in Marawi? Are things under control, or you're still trying to clear the area? How many men, armed men, are we talking about? Because I was speaking to a resident just now. He was saying that the Marawi city jail is burning, the Dansalan College is burning. What is going on?
Now, we are in full control. Ang mga armado na to, they try to distract the troops, no, by burning, conducting diversionary
Yes.
activities.
Okay.
But we are fully in control. In fact, sabi ko nga, i-clear natin one by one. Hindi kasi natin pwedeng sabihin cleared na kasi baka may makahamak. But
Yeah. So, sir, so how many?
i-clear yan overnight.
Yes, sir. This is Maute Group, right? Maute
The
Group.
Maute Group, yes. It's
How
Maute
many
Group
men?
under-
How many men, sir? A while ago, we were showing photographs. In one photograph, there are 12 of them. So how many men are we talking about?
Pilon has about 17 with this in his group, you know, inside dun sa kanyang safe house. And about 20 yung pumunta dito sa hospital. And probably around 20 others itong sinasabi natin gumagawa ng mga diversionary. So we can say na siguro more or less than 50 itong mga Maute Group na nakakalat dito. Kaya lang siyempre parang ang dami-dami kung titingnan. But
Okay.
Sabi ko nga, please advise the civilians to stay inside their houses.
Yes.
And
Sir, so-
please report kung meron silang mga information directly
Yeah.
dun sa ating police at AFP.
Oo.
Si
Well, sir,
General Rolly Bautista ang ating ground commander.
Yes, the-
Division commander ng
General Rolly Bautista, 1st Infantry Division Commander, sir, is there.
Yes, yes,
Sir,
yes.
well, right now, actually, since early today, many netizens have been posting videos, photographs on Facebook, on Twitter. There's a whole veritable source of information there. Is that one source of
Yes.
info for the AFP also? We're showing many of those photographs on Facebook right now, sir.
Pakiulit yung huling sabi.
Marami pong mga photos and videos on Facebook and Twitter, mga social media sites.
Yes,
Yeah. Sir, sabi
Well,
niyo,
sometimes nakakatulong yan, pero minsan nakakadagdag ng panic sa mga tao. Kaya nga meron tayo dong intelligence cell. Ito lang yung mga
alright, General Anyo.
important yung ating siyan para sa mga successions natin.
Okay, so you're saying less than 50, sir, not 300. And what
Yes.
about, our next worry is reinforcements. Will there be more?
Pakiulit, medyo sumabay yung tunog.
Will there be reinforcements, sir, for these armed men?
Hello?
Have exit points to Marawi City been blocked
Hello?
off? Sir, General Anyo? The next concern po is reinforcements. Have exit and entry points to the city been barricaded already? All right, I think we have General Anyo. General Anyo? Well, we're speaking to General Anyo. Sir, can you hear me? Well, we were speaking to General Anyo. He is with President Duterte in Moscow in Russia, but he is confirming that less than 50 members of the Maute Group scattered in Marawi City in different areas. He's also confirming that a police patrol car was commandeered. He is also confirming that there are 8, not just 6, 8 wounded in action, government troops, and 1 killed in action, a PNP official, PNP officer. 8, like we said on the side a while ago. I asked him if there were 6 because that was the initial report. He was saying now it's 8 wounded in action. General Anyo also appealing to residents in Marawi City, if you can, if you're monitoring our broadcast now, he says to please stay indoors, do not venture outside, just stay indoors. Also, like we said, General Anyo was confirming that a police patrol car had been commandeered by the Maute Group members, and that we showed to you a while ago. It was a photograph posted on Facebook by Chico Usman. Chico, who we were speaking to just a while ago, was saying that that photograph was taken by his sibling, who is inside the Amay Pakpak Medical Center, which was also the target of these armed men. We're going to speak now to another Marawi City resident, Muhammad Manshawi, who has also been posting videos and photographs on Facebook of what is going in Marawi. Muhammad, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Magandang gabi naman po.
Can you tell us, Muhammad, kung ano po nangyari from umpisan po natin nung 2:00 ng hapon?
Opo.
Sige, go ahead,
Kanina
Muhammad.
po, yung mga sinasabi nilang Maute Group, bali inukupa nila yung mga iba't ibang lugar dito sa Marawi City.
Okay. Muhammad, can you hear me well? Kasi merong parang may sound eh. Ano yon?
Nasa ako siguro. Sa network siguro.
Network, okay. So right now, Muhammad, ang sinasabi mo, merong pumasok na mga ilang lalaki nakita mo? Ilang armed men ang nakita mo? Eto, we're showing yung video na pinost mo sa Facebook, ha?
Based on kasi sa information, mga hindi lang mga 50 by 100 yan kasi all entry and exit points ng Marawi City naka-position.
Okay, yung first video na yung video na pinapakita namin ngayon, may isang lalaki itim na pantalon, tapos parang mahabang tunic, no, na brown tunic over. Meron siyang dalang hindi loudspeaker, sorry. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan nito. Ano ba ito? Parang megaphone, ano? Ano yung sinasabi niya doon kanina, Muhammad?
Yung umpisa nun inaudible naman yun eh. Pero yung bandang huli, sinasabi niya, yung mga sundalo daw, marami nang napatay sa mga kababaihan natin. Ganun. Parang kumukuha sila ng sympathy sa mga tao.
Okay. So, okay. Earlier, meron kaming nakausap na isa pang residente, no, ng Marawi, sa isa pang area, at sinasabi niya na yung mga nakita daw niya doon sa area niya, doon sa malapit sa bahay, ang sinasabi daw ng mga armado, parang, lumabas kayo, mga pulis, mga sundalo, no? Parang they were asking them to come out, no? Meron bang silang sinasabi na ganoon doon sa area mo?
Hindi naman, kasi alam mo yung mga pulis na mga maranaw din, hindi naman nila papatayin yan. Yung yung sa city jail lang, yung hindi naman maranaw yun.
Okay.
Yung pinatay nila.
Mohammed, saan ba yung bahay mo? Kanina, kausap namin ngayong isang residente sa may Quezon Avenue siya. According to him, nakikita daw niya ang Marawi City Jail at ang Dansalan College in flames, burning.
Oo. Based on information sa mga friends, parang sinunog nila yung simbahan sa may Banbactor, sa may Dansalan College.
Okay. Pero this is based on info, ng kaibigan mo. Yung ikaw mismo yung nakita, ano yung nakita mo mismo? Did you see anything burning?
Medyo tanaw naman yung mga usok.
Okay. So meron kang nakikita? Sunog?
Oo.
Sunog o usok?
Usok ba?
Usok. So, but you cannot tell exactly where that is?
Hindi.
Okay. Meron ka bang kanina, mula alas 2 hanggang ngayon, it is 8:18 in the evening, meron ka bang narinig na baril? Nagpapaputok ng baril, meron ba?
May mga manakan-nakang barila naman. Kaya lang, parang yung sabi napigilan daw ng gobernador ang mga ASP na wag ng
Napigilan?
Gumitan ng,
ASG? Kasi, ang kanina, kausap ko si General Anyo, ang sinasabi niya, ang target kasi ng operation ng AFP ay si Isnilon Hapilon.
Oo.
Pero itong mga armadong lalaki na nakikita natin, mga Maute Group. Diba? So, ano yung pagkaalam mo? Ano yun? Nagsasanib puwersa ba sila?
Maaari, pero alam namin na Maute yan.
Maute. Okay. Kanina, kausap din namin yung, like I said, yung a resident there also in Marawi City. He was saying that this photograph ng isang police patrol car na merong na commandeer ng Maute Group na merong Black ISIS flag, ito lang yung nasa harap lang ng ng Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital. Meron ka
Parang
bang...
kinumander.
Ha?
Parang kinumander lang yan, tapos nilagyan ng flag.
Okay. What else?
Yung mga taga-medical center naman, hindi naman in-stage, parang hindi lang sila nagpapasok.
Okay. Ngayon, can you tell us, ano yung ginagawa nila dun sa area? Nagbabarikada lang ng mga daan at hindi sila pumapasok sa mga bahay ninyo? Ganun ba?
Hindi naman.
Parang hindi naman?
lang
Hindi
yan.
talaga?
Parang propaganda lang yan for international recognition. Parang ganun.
International recognition. Okay. Kanina, Muhammad, sabi mo, kasi sabi ko, ang sabi ni General Anyo, mga 50 lang yan, no? 50 armadong lalaki. Sabi mo, daan-daan.
Hindi lang yan kasi mga by hundreds yan. Kasi all entry and exit points ng Marawi City, may mga blocking yan sila.
Okay. Muhammad, have you ever seen anything like this happen in Marawi?
Yan lang sa mga malapit sa kalsada. Mga tao naman, pasilip-silip lang.
No, but what I'm saying, Muhammad, is nangyari na ba ito
lang.
dati? Matagal ka ng residente ng Marawi,
Hindi pa nangyari.
Hindi pa ito nangyari. First time kasi natin nakikita mga rebelding grupo walking freely.
Marami kasing mga issue na yung dahilan ng mga yan Parang 3 issue ang may mga rumor na may demand sila sa mayor. Ganun, may issue na issue na yung mga tao gusto lang nilang kumuha ng simpatya kasi lahat ng mapunta nila sinusumbong sila ng mga tao. Ganun.
Mohammed, what is happening right now? Meron bang putukan? Meron bang gulo? Meron bang naglalakad ng mga armadong lalaki dyan sa street ninyo? Meron ka bang nakikita?
Wala na.
Wala na.
Lang sila. Nakaposisyon lang sila.
Nakaposisyon.
Yung mga sundalo kasi hindi na sila bumaba ng camp nila, yung campus sa may Campo Ranao.
Campo Ranao, yun yung yung 1st Infantry Division. Pero merong reports na nag-attempt pumunta ng Campo Ranao ang mga lalaking ito, mga armado?
Hindi naman. Hindi nila kaya yun.
Okay.
Parang lang yung Campo Ranao din, parang under negotiation sila ng governor, Mamintal Adyong, na wag muna silang wag nilang babaan yung mga armed group na yan para ma-negotiate nila na makaalis sila.
Okay. Muhammad, kanina, we were showing, like, for example, again, this video of this man, one of the Maute Group members walking on the street, may sinasabi siya sa megaphone, meron ka bang nakausap sa kanila ng harap-harapan or ganito lang, sa malayo mo lang sila natatanaw?
Lumapit sa kanila. Siyempre, walang magkamaling lumapit sa kanila kasi mapagkamalang ka pang kasapi nila dyan.
Okay. But are they observing, kumbaga ikaw halimbawa yung video na nakunan mo na ganito, no? So medyo ginagamit mo yung camera mo para kunan sila. Hindi ka nila nakikita.
Hindi naman.
Sila.
Saka hindi naman nila yung civilian.
Okay, yung civilian. Okay. Anything else you can add, Muhammad?
Wala naman. Let's just pray and hope na sana mapakiusapan sila na umalis sila dyan.
Okay.
Under negotiation naman yan, ng mayor tsaka ng governor.
Okay. Sige. Muhammad Manshawi, maraming salamat. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you po.
Mag-ingat ka lang. Earlier, I spoke with Chico Usman, a resident also of Marawi City. He said the Marawi City Jail and the Dansalan Junior College is on fire.
Mga bandang alas 3 po, mga bandang alas 3 po pinasok ng mga nakamaskarang lalaki ang street po namin dito sa Quezon Avenue, Marawi City po.
Quezon Avenue, Marawi City. Yung Quezon Avenue, malapit ba ito sa City Hall or malapit sa Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital? Saan ito malapit?
Hindi po malapit. Mga 20 minutes, siguro mga 10 kilometers o 5 kilometers papuntang City Hall. Medyo may kalayuan. Malapit ako sa Marawi City Jail kung saan ngayon nasusunog. At saka sa yung paaralan na laki na ng sunog, Dansalan College. Yung Dansalan College, sinusunog na nila ngayon. Tapos ang City Jail dito sa sa malapit sa amin, Marawi City Jail, kasalukuyan din nasusunog.
Chico, you're telling us the Marawi City Jail is now on fire and so is the Dansalan College. What is this?
Dansalan Junior College.
College?
Dansalan Junior College po.
Junior College.
Yes po.
Saan ito malapit relative to where you are?
Malapit lang po, na napakalapit sa akin, mga 300 meters.
Okay. Marawi City Jail, Dansalan College. At the same time, sinasabi mo kanina an hour ago na may bahay 100 meters from where you are na nasusunog din.
Hindi, i-clarify ko lang yon. Yung sinabi ko kanina, yun po yung City Jail.
Okay.
Yun na po yun. Kasi hindi ko matansya kanina. Tiningnan ko sa taas yung Marawi City Jail pala yun.
Okay. Kanina, Chico, sabi mo, pinasok yung street nyo, yung Quezon Avenue, ng mga armadong lalaki. Ilang armadong? We're showing yung video na kinunan mo. Chico?
Sandali, Mama. Pasok muna ako kasi may nakita kong doon, lalaki doon.
Okay. Ang pinapakita namin ngayon, Chico, yung video. Ano yun? May barilan? May putok?
Kanina po, mga alas 3 hanggang
Chico, ang pinapakita namin ngayon yung Facebook video mo. May nakikita kami sa street, no? Mga armadong lalaki, pati yung mga mukha nila naka-cover.
Yan po yung kinuha ko kanina dito sa street namin.
Anong ginawa nila nung nasa Quezon Avenue sila, nung nasa street nyo?
Gumawa po sila ng barikada sa kalsada. Tapos, pinagbabantaan yung mga tao na magsialis kasi makikipagbakbakan daw sila sa military.
Okay. We're showing also photographs that you took. Yung isang photograph, mga 10 hanggang 12 na armadong lalaki, nakaitim, nakabalot ang mga mukha nila, may dala silang mga habang mga baril.
Yes po.
Ito, this is the photograph we're talking about. And you're saying na they were warning people that they were going to engage the military in a firefight?
Yes po. Lang mga tao po nakikita nila, kanina kasi maraming tao, pinagsasabihan nila na umalis na kayo dito. Kasi pagdating ng military, talagang makikipagbakbakan sila.
Nagpaputok ba sila kanina?
Maraming putok.
Marami. Saan?
Kasi ma'am,
saan
yung nakabarikadang yan, mga 300 meters lang yung layo sa Marawi City Jail.
Okay.
Kaya yun yung pinupunteriya nila kanina yung Marawi City Jail.
Sino ba yung nakapiit sa Marawi City Jail? Sino yung nandun sa loob? Would you know, meron ba sila kasamahan doon?
Marami, pero hindi naman yun yung punteriya nila. Talagang punteriya nila yung mga government na police siguro.
Okay.
Kasi yun yung sinasabi.
That was Chico Dimaro Uzman, one of the netizens who uploaded videos and Facebook and pictures on Facebook. And we spoke to him earlier. We're going to speak now to Marawi City Mayor Maute Gandamra. We spoke to him earlier during Newsnight, but we're going to get an update from him. Mayor Gandamra, good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pia. Good evening.
Well, sir, what can you tell us? Earlier, ang sabi po ninyo, hindi naman to Maute, hindi ISIS. So, this is Maute Group, right, sir?
Yes, right now po, naka-collect na tayo. We collated all the some informations, no? Na pumupunta na ho dito sa ating, dito po kami ngayon sa City Hall at binuo ko yung crisis committee. And
Okay.
right now po ay nakakakuha na tayo ng mga informations. And of course, yung mga balita ho na mayroon talagang presence ng mga itong grupo na ito ay talagang medyo nag-organize na sila. That's the reason why, ma'am, na ito ay opportunity na rin na mag-appeal ako sa ating mga authorities from the military and the PNP because I've been calling them kanina pa ho na magkuha na sila, magbigay na sila ng reinforcement dito sa ating sa city mismo, city proper. Dahil
Well, where are they? Sir, where are they, Mayor?
Wala po. In fact,
No, but there is Camp Ranao, hindi po ba? That's where the first ID is.
Precisely. Kaya nga ho ngayon na dito sa City Hall, kami lang ho nandito. Kamag-anak ko at ako lang ho ang nandito.
Okay, but we have like photographs of these are armored vehicles on the road.
Kanina po nandun niya sa Basak Malatulat.
Yung operation,
Yes,
kaninang operation na ang
Yes,
target
ma'am.
nila
Yes,
si
ma'am.
Isnilon Hapilon.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero ngayon, wala na.
Wala po
Okay.
Sa ngayon po I requested from them na sana dumating sila para at least medyo naman yung presence ng kabila ay medyo ma-neutralize.
Yeah. Who
Otherwise,
exactly in the
wala
Sir, who exactly in the AFP and PNP were you talking to?
Ano po?
Sino po yung hiningan nyo ng reinforcement sa AFP at PNP?
I was talking to the officials of the military and also tinatawagan ko ang ating provincial director ng PNP. Hindi po matawagan. Ako lang ata ang naka-phone ng cellphone eh.
Sino
Pero I
pong
was talking
provincial...
to the military po at sinasabi nila na mayroong parating. Pero kanina pa po yun at I don't know kung mayroon silang mga action plan na ginagawa but hindi po tayo makahintay. How to protect these people? Paano po natin maprotektahan? Even kami po nandito sa City Hall. Naghahantay po ako kung dumating ang mga grupo na yan at ano ang balak nilang gawin.
Mayor, sino po
hindi ko ako hindi ko po maiwanan ng City Hall dahil I want
Mayor.
to protect this hall from any
Yes. Well, Mayor, sino po yung tinatawagan nyo sa AFP?
Ako po ay nakikipag-coordinate kay Brigade Commander and also I was able to talk to the Division Commander, General Bautista, and there was an instruction na meron pong parating. But until now po ay inaantay namin. Pero hindi po natin matansya kung anong gagawin ng kabila. Kasi hindi natin alam kung anong plano nila.
Mayor Maute Gandamra, can you tell us, sir, a while ago we spoke to two residents. One of them said, because I spoke also to General Anyo, ang sabi niya mga 50 lang ang mga armadong lalaki na nandyan. Yung isang resident, ang sabi niya, hindi po ito 50 lang, mga hundreds ito. 200, 300.
Precisely, ma'am.
What is,
Precisely,
sir,
ma'am.
what is the real situation? How many armed men from the Maute Group are we talking about?
Well, I cannot exactly give you the figure, ma'am, because ang frontliner dito kanina ang nag-ooperate po ay ang military. In fact, yung operation na po is mainly military. Nagkataon lang po na ako'y dumaan doon sa area niyon at papunta ho ako in one of the municipalities of Lanao. At
okay.
ako po ay bumaba at nakipag-usap sa mga military. And
Okay.
Apparently, mayroon po silang operation doon na allegedly mayroong suspected members of this ISIS-inspired group.
Yeah.
Kaya po ako ay umapil lang ngayon sa ating mga kasundaluhan and in the PNP to reinforce the city. Lagyan po dito ng mga tao, ng mga military para po ma-feel yung presence nila. Anang sa ganun ay ma-prevent natin kung mayroong mga plano silang pasukin ng mga government facilities like the City Hall. Sa ngayon po, kami lang po, ako at saka yung mga tao ko nandito po.
Mayor, can you tell us, a while ago, we were showing photographs, and right now we're showing a photograph of a burning building. A while ago, one of the residents was telling us that the Marawi City Jail and the Dansalan College is burning. Can you confirm that, sir?
Well, there was a report, ma'am. There was a report from also from text message from cell phone and radio kasi wala na hong ilaw dito. And sabi nila meron hong sinunog. And that I have to confirm, ma'am, because right now, yung sinasabi nila na may mga presence doon ng itong mga grupo na ito. At iniiwasan natin, pag iniwan namin yung sityo, baka ito naman ang pasukin nila.
Okay.
So, right now po ay nakikipag-coordinate ako. But until now, wala pong dumating na reinforcement from the military and from the PNP, ma'am.
Okay.
Kausap po namin yung 5 tao doon sa police station. Pero ngayon po ay kinukontak namin, hindi makontak.
Sir, Mayor, can you also tell us what exactly is the situation in the Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital? Because we are also
Again,
getting...
doon po sa Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital, nandun po yung mga pasyente and they can roam around. In fact, nandun po yung the usual pa rin yung one. But there was a report na kanina daw may dumaan isa sa mga grupo. Kasi malapit lang po ito sa City Hall. Yung Amay Pakpak Medical Center and the City Hall,
Yes,
magkalapit lang po.
we're showing a map right now, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
You can explain. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so malapit lang ang City Hall to Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital.
Very
and,
near. Very
Yeah.
near po.
Okay. And dumaan, pero there was a firefight, there was a skirmish just outside the hospital.
Wala pong firefight dahil wala pong presence ng military. Pumasok po sila
Okay.
doon, walang presence. Ng military po, yung presence nila is doon po sa Basak Balatlat during this operation.
During that operation, yung two...
Yes, ma'am. Baka
Okay.
kung mayroon silang action plan na hindi pa nila na-implement. But as of now, gusto po namin na makakuha ng ano ba talaga ang concrete plan ng ating authorities. Kasi kailangan po namin kailangan po namin mga civilian ng support ng like the military and the PNP to maintain for the peace and order and the security of the people.
Mayor, when I was speaking to two residents just about 10-15 minutes ago, they were saying that these armed men are just there in their streets. They've barricaded
Exactly, ma'am.
some streets. Naghihintay lang daw.
Exactly,
They
ma'am.
also don't
Exactly.
know what is going on and what they are doing there.
Exactly ang sinasabi ko kanina, ma'am, that kanina, kaya sinabi ko sa inyo na walang nangyayari putukan dahil nandun lang sila, yung presence nila, and they are taking pictures of themselves and also videos and uploading it to the Facebook and other social networks at puro propaganda. But later on po, meron na hong mga balibalita that they are, of course, attempting or ginawa na nila na may sinunog na areas puro to show some propaganda din at ipopost nila sa Facebook. Kasi nga ho, wala rin presence ng military and the police in that area.
Okay, and until now you're
Paano
saying...
po yung mangyari? Di ba?
Okay.
Kung wala namang presence ng military and the police, ano mangyayari? Magagawa nila ang gusto nilang gawin.
Okay.
And right now, nandito po ako sa City Hall dahil pinoprotektahan ko ang City Hall. Kasi baka ho pasukin.
Alright.
I cannot allow them to do that.
Have you been in touch with other local government officials, the governor, for example, of Lanao
I'm
Sur?
in touch with the governor, Governor Abiong, and also I'm waiting for of course, for their kung anong plano nila.
And
Right
Governor
now po, ako
Hataman,
ay nandito po sa City Hall at handa ko pong i-depensa ang City Hall kung sino man ang papasok dito. But of course, ma'am, we need the support of the military and the PNP. We cannot do it alone, ma'am.
okay. Sir, do you have arms there?
We have security, yung mga security dito. We have. But of
Okay.
course, hindi natin alam, hindi natin matansya kung ano ang mga dala-dala ng ating itong mga tao nagpoplano na pasukin na sa
Mayor,
mga government facilities.
yes. Mayor, I can sense how very tense the situation is. Medyo mataas nga yung boses nyo. You
Sorry
seem
po,
like
sorry
you're...
po.
No, it's all right. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to
feeling-
describe what you are going through, what you and your people, your men are going through right now. So medyo mataas ang boses nyo. You feel...
Sorry po.
I guess you feel that you're under siege.
I would say na dahil dito sa mga nangyayari, ay hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na normal yung situation. Kanina, masasabi ko na normal yung situation. But of course, sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung walang mararamdaman na opposition from the government side, ay talagang magagawa
Oo.
nila ang gusto nilang gawin.
Yeah. Mayor,
In fact, they can even overrun any government facilities kung walang opposition from us.
Mayor, a while ago you said kausap po ninyo si Governor Adyong of the province of Lanao. Sir, what did he tell you?
Well, ganun din po siya. Since kami ho, civilian authorities, at kailangan po namin yung support ng military and the PNP, ganun din po siya. He's also coordinating with the PNP and the military. And of course, ang sabi, parating na ho. At maybe meron sila mga action plan, hindi sila basta-basta makarating dito. But kanina medyo maliwanag pa at nandito ako sa City Hall, ay may helicopter few helicopters na dumadaan sa dito malapit sa City Hall. And then I went home and I went back dito sa City Hall dahil ina-anticipate ko po na baka pasukin nila at kung ano ang ilalagay nila na kung ano-ano. So that we cannot allow, ma'am.
Mayor, kanina sabi po ninyo that you contacted the division commander, si General Bautista. You also contacted the brigade commander, meaning I suppose you spoke to them on the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
And their assurance to you was that help is on the way, in so many words,
Yes, according
correct?
to them, the assistance from the troops, of the government troops, is on their way. But until now, ma'am, ngayon nawala ng ilaw. At wala pa rin, I am appealing to the higher up to bigyan ito ng attention. At alam ko na binibigyan ng attention, but I think hindi po ito dapat pabayaan. And I am speaking right now, andito po ako at ako po mismo ay nakakaramdam ng konting pangamba dito sa mga nangyayari na ito, ma'am.
Konting pangamba.
But we will
yes.
fight it over, ma'am. Alam ko hindi nila mapapasok ito. And I'm appealing to them na wag nilang pasukin ng City Hall dahil dito po kami I don't know po, hindi ko masabi ang nangyayari dito.
Oh, that would be very... anyway, well, Mayor Majul...
Mahul Gandamra po.
Mahul. So I'm sorry, Mahul Gandamra. I hope we can call you again later. Or, sir,
Yes,
if you
ma'am.
need to, you can
Anytime.
call us. You can call us also, sir. You can call
Yes,
us on
ma'am.
that number that called you. But we
Medyo
will get
tinitake
back.
ko lang po yung aking battery dahil walang
Yes.
ilaw. But anyway,
I hope meron kayong source of recharge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Ito po,
Well,
yung generator namin, pinapaayos ko na po.
well, Mayor, we are, nandito lang po kami, dito sa CNN
Salamat po,
Philippines.
ma'am.
We're going to
Salamat
call
po.
you again and call us back also, sir, if you need to.
Maraming salamat, Ma'am Pia.
Thank you, Mayor Mahul Gandamra. We'll speak now to a third resident of Marawi City, Zed Abantas. He's been tweeting images of the attack in the city, including an image of a school that is on fire. Good evening, Zed.
Good evening po, Ma'am Pia.
Good evening. So can you tell us first, explain to us what happened, what you saw today? I understand. Where exactly first, can you tell us, in the city are you?
Actually, I was in my office in the LSU campus, Mindanao State University.
Mindanao State University, okay?
Yes, at around about 3 p.m. to
Okay.
4.
Okay.
We heard the sudden bursts of fire. and then a lot of people are reporting that an incident happened in Barangay Malatlo.
Yes, that was
Marawi
the
City.
that
Yes,
was the military operation. Their target was Isnilon Hapilon.
Yes, and then after that, the firefight, the gunfires did not stop. And then a lot of people are wondering what was happening.
Did
So
anything
we
happen, Mr. Abantes?
we
Did
stayed
anything
in the-
happen in MSU?
Nothing
Nothing,
so far. So
okay.
we stayed in MSU as advised to stay there because the highway going out of MSU is where the firefight happened. But there is another exit where people can exit and enter the university. So after that, a lot of people are calling me. In fact, my sister is a neurologist in my Pakpak Medical Center.
Yes, we
And then
keep talking
called
about
me-
that hospital. Yeah.
Yes, called me very frightened around 4:30 p.m.
Okay.
and said that the hospital was taken over by a group calling themselves to be ISIS and known to be Maute. And the Philippine flag was replaced by their own flag, the black flag that they usually do, that they usually install, and then killed a security personnel and a driver of an ambulance of that hospital. So
This is
they
information your
initiated-
sister shared with you.
Yes, yes. This is the information. And then after that, the hospital was locked down, but later on, it was totally overrun by the Maute Group.
So it's
As
overrun by the
what she
Mount.
was saying to me.
Okay. So what is the
when, she
situation
was
right
still
now? What is the situation right now in the hospital?
My sister fortunately went out, pretended to be civilian. But I also have a cousin who is confined in the hospital and said that they are being secured by these militant groups and no appearance whatsoever by the police or the army.
I'm sorry,
that
but
was what they were saying.
I don't understand, Mr. Abantas. A patient there was saying they are being secured by this militant group.
I think the term is the hospital is being held. So meaning the armed groups that are now manning the hospital are the militants. There are no
holding.
security forces from the government in the
Yeah.
hospital.
Yeah.
So what they see are armed militant groups guarding the gates of the hospital.
Yeah, I'm trying to understand because the word you used was secured by this militant group, and then you
Yes,
said
I think
held.
I think the proper term is the hospital now is being taken over by the militant groups.
Being
They
taken
don't
over.
see any government security officers like the PNP or the AFP. in
But
the
people
hospital
are
right now.
allowed to go in and out of the hospital. It's not like
So-
no one is allowed.
Yes, yes. But under their control, the entry and exit is under their control. I am not sure as of this moment because nawala yung electricity eh. So I cannot contact them as to the situation. Actually, it's good that the mayor already expressed the situation because the earlier interview, he was saying that Marawi is under control by the government, which is not true.
Now he was saying
Yes, yes.
that isn't exactly the situation. As a matter of fact, he said that, well, like you said, as you said yourself said, there's no electricity, and the mayor right now is saying that he is inside City Hall, that he asked for reinforcements from the AFP and the PNP, and so far none forthcoming. He's
And just to add, ma'am, even as of this moment, we don't see any military units or PNP units in the city. I also have a relative in the city center where they burned the city jail. Besides the city jail are also residential buildings. Some of it are also burned. So after the several, I think 2 to 3 houses were burned, residents went out and tried to kill the fire, and they reported that the ISIS sort of withdrew after seeing a lot of residents coming out of their houses because of the burning of establishment.
Yeah. Mr. Abantes, can you tell us again? I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch it. What time did you leave the MSU campus?
We left MSU at almost 6 p.m.
Almost 6 p.m.
Because the university is almost deserted as of that moment. Everyone stayed indoors. We also can see security officers around because I think of the threat and the shock of what happened. Because if I am not mistaken, everyone is caught off guard by what happened because everything is looked as if it was coordinated. Because after the incident in Barangay Malakla, an incident also happened at the shopping center of the city. And then another one
What
at
is the name of that
Bank,
shopping center in of the city?
Marawi Shopping Center.
Marawi Shopping Center. Okay, I'm looking for
the
the
Maranaos call it Padian as well.
Padian. Okay.
Yes, and then another incident in the land bank where they tried to storm the land bank in Marawi City. And then another one where in the streets going to MSU was cordoned by these militants. Some of them are even announcing to the residents to join them.
Oh, okay. Mr. Bantas, can you, along the way...
Just right now,
Yeah.
there are sporadic firefights.
May
there are sporadic
nagpapaputok ng baril.
Baril and sometimes sounds like a grenade or grenade launcher every now and then, every 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Okay, so from the MSU campus until the place where you are right now, along the
Yes.
way you saw these armed men?
The alternate road exiting MSU, there are no armed men. That's the only secure road where you can go out of MSU campus.
Okay. Can you describe that? Yeah.
Just an info, my sister just called. There are no more ISIS militants or Maute groups in the medical center. They left.
Sa Amay Pakpak Medical Center,
Yes,
Medical
yes,
Hospital, they left.
I can confirm that because
Okay.
my sister just...
And
released now.
they left. What was the reason for leaving? Did they say anything or basta't biglang nawala sila lahat?
No, they were not talking or suggesting anything to the doctors.
Okay.
They just
Did-
formed it and then
Yeah.
sort of taken it over. And
Okay, and so when they left, ganun din, they just left. Did your
Yes,
sister
yes,
say how many men were in the medical center?
about 10 men would be about 10.
Yeah,
But
and
not less than 10.
Yeah, just a while ago, Mr. Abantas, you said your sister said they killed a security and a driver. She herself saw that happen?
Yes, because the security officer was rushed to the operating room for the gunshot wounds.
A security officer. This is not a
Yes, yes.
civilian ito. Hindi siya military or police. Civilian,
I
right?
think I cannot confirm
You're not
whether
sure.
it is a member of the PNP, but it is a security officer of the medical center.
Okay, so rushed to the OR, gunshot wound. And then you said that she said a driver of an ambulance was also killed.
Yes, yes,
She herself saw this happen.
yes, yes.
How did it happen?
These militants took the driver away from the ambulance, I think. That's what happened. These reports, although can confirmed by my sister, but the circumstances of how it happened is blurry as of the moment.
Okay. Are you getting information from other people? Are they able to call you or text you, and what are they saying?
Yes, yes. They were calling me. Just right after the electricity went out, several residents, actually the residents of the city center where the commercial area happened, they all went out of their houses because they fear for their lives because of the fires. So, and then noticed that the militants withdrew from the area.
The militants, the armed group withdrew from the city center.
Yes, yes. But there are sporadic firefights and gunshots every now and then. But as of the moment, we still can confirm that we do not see any elements from the PNP or AFP.
Oh, All right. Mr. Bantas, I presume you have been living there in Marawi for all your life.
Yes, yes, yes.
Has this ever happened in the history of Marawi City?
This never happened. Marawi has always been considered by the Maranaos as a shelter. During the all-out war against the MLF, MNLF, Abu Sayyaf, or whatever rebellion or incidents that happened in Mindanao, Marawi has always been spared. This is the first time in my lifetime that this happened.
It has always been spared. It is considered what again? I'm sorry, I did not catch that word that you used. It is considered what?
As a shelter.
Shelter.
Yes. Whenever there are rebellion or whatever armed conflict in Mindanao,
So it is
most
like...
specifically if it is related in the ARMM region,
Oo.
Marawi is always spared.
Correct me if
This
I'm
has always
wrong.
been the shelter. Yes, yes.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Bantas. It is like it is supposed to be, it is meant to be a neutral zone of sorts? Ganun po ba yun?
Yes, kasi for example, when a war breaks out in Butig, the evacuees go to Marawi. Whenever a conflict happens in Lanao or somewhere near, Marawi is always the place where the evacuees go. That is why we always consider Marawi as a shelter, despite
okay.
all what's happening in the Muslim Mindanao area.
Yeah, you mentioned, Mr. Bantas, you mentioned Butig, where,
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, doon nagsimula ang Maute Group, correct? And that is
Yes, yes.
where there was that very long, drawn-out series of encounters and series of firefights between the military and the Maute Group, correct?
Yes, yes.
Hindi ba yun yung they took over the place, they
Yes, yes,
commandeered vehicles, they took over the building, the municipal building.
Yes,
How
yes,
far is Butig from Marawi City? How many kilometers? How many minutes away? Or an hour?
I cannot really tell on how far, but Butig is about 2 hours far from Butig. Marawi is about 2 hours away from Butig.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else you can share with us, Mr. Abantas?
I think, I do not know, but I think this incident is an example of failure of the intelligence of the EFP and other security forces of the government. I think they should have at least predicted that they will do this, because the way the attacks happened is very sophisticated and coordinated.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I felt there was a failure of intel on the side of the government.
Okay. Well, Mr. Abantas, a while ago, General Anyo and many other AFP officials have been releasing statements, and they're saying that what really happened here was that they were going after Isnilon Hapilon, and that's what started everything. But they're not, ang sinasabi nila, hindi totoo that the Maute Group just attacked Marawi.
Well, the evidence speaks for itself. Sa law pa nga, ang tawag dito, res ipsa loquitur. The attack is very coordinated. The way the Maute Group installed checkpoints and entry and exit points of the city, the way they stormed the commercial center, the shopping center, they stormed the medical center. I think this is the largest in the ARMM. Spontaneously. I think this is coordinated, planned, and I think AFP failed to at least prevent it.
Okay. All right. Well, of course, Mr. Abantas, we are slowly trying to peel away the layers of what is going on here. We're also trying to understand what is happening, and we thank you.
Yes, yes.
And
Just
well,
as of this moment, for information, the gunfire have become very constant. I'm not sure if they are withdrawing from the city, but the gunfire has become very constant.
in your street or several streets away?
In my street, I could hear it. I cannot really divulge my location, but the gunfires are very near us.
All right. Okay. Well, Mr. Abantas, thank you very much. Zed Abantas, another resident of Marawi City. Maraming salamat. Mr. Abantas there telling us, confirming to us what happened in the Amay Pakpak Medical Center, because he says his sister was working in that hospital and she told him that the security official of the hospital was killed, and so was the driver of the ambulance. Mr. Abantas also saying that he was working at the Mindanao State University campus, and electricity right now is out. He's heard reports of different fires all over the city, but also he says himself he can hear sporadic gunfire, gunshots, sometimes an explosion or two. And like he said just about 30 seconds ago, he can hear them until this very minute. He's also saying that just as Mayor Mahul Gandamra was saying, the mayor of Marawi, there are no reinforcements from the AFP and the PNP at this moment, he says. And he says, as far as he's concerned, this looks like a failure of intelligence of the security forces because of the way the attack happened. Meantime, hashtag Pray for Marawi is the top trending topic on Twitter at this time. At Taralovatic says, can't sleep, shocked and devastated by what happened in Manchester, referring to the explosions, the bombing in the United Kingdom and Marawi. And I'm sending all my love and prayers to everyone. At Nikia Rivera says, apparently ISIS has claimed Marawi as their territory. Hashtag Pray for Marawi. At Invisible Man 17 says, all the people of Marawi City, please stay safe and not alone. ISIS is targeting Philippines. Heart Frias Dino saying, I hope the government can come up with a good plan to counter these developments. Earlier, I spoke with Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año, who is in Moscow, Russia, with President Duterte. Año said one policeman was killed and 8 soldiers were wounded in that encounter.
Around this morning, we got an information that Isnido Pilon is hiding somewhere in Barangay Basak, Malotlot, Marawi City. So about 1:45 in the afternoon, joint AP and PNP strike force.
General Año, sir? Okay, I think we must have lost. Sir? General
Na-flash
Año.
out din natin yung ibang mga... Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sabi ko, nagkaroon ng part 5 dito. Habang ina-attempt natin pasukin yung safe house ni Hapilon dito sa Basak, Malotlot, Marawi City.
Barangay Basak,
during
Malutlot.
firefight,
Okay.
yes. And during the firefight, nag-flash natin yung ibang Maute Group na nasa outskirt who would like to divert the focus of our troops, and this group will try to rescue Hapilon. So about 20 armed men ay pumunta sa vicinity dito sa Amay Pakpak Hospital. Yung iba naman ay dito sa provincial jail. And we have enough troops there. May mga parking pa tayo. So please advise the residents to stay inside their houses and remain calm. We will clear the area
General
immediately.
Año, yes sir. General Año,
Yes,
can you
sir.
confirm 6 wounded on the government side? Is that correct?
Yes, actually a total of 8 ating wounded.
8 wounded. Meron po bang
Yes,
KIA? Killed in action, sir. Meron po ba?
Sa PNP, meron na tayong, according kay Diog de la Rosa, may isang PNP
Okay.
officer ang namatay. Ito yung mga nandun sa blocking
Okay, sir.
areas
Also, there are photographs of one police patrol car that was commandeered by these armed men with a black ISIS flag. Are you aware of that, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, ito na yung part ng mga checkpoints natin na binablock yung possible exit ni Hapilon. Kasama ito sa na-encounter. Nagkaroon tayo ng mga sporadic
Yeah. Well, sir, so what is the
encounters.
situation right
Yes.
now in Marawi? Are things under control or you're still trying to clear the area? How many men, armed men, are we talking about? Because I was speaking to a resident just now. He was saying that the Marawi city jail is burning, the Dansalan College is burning. What is going on?
Now we are in full control. Ang mga armado na to, they try to distract the troops, no, by burning, conducting diversionary
Yes.
activities.
Okay.
But, we are fully in control. In fact, sabi ko nga, i-clear natin one by one. Hindi kasi natin pwedeng sabihin cleared na kasi baka may mapahamak. But
Yeah. So, sir, so
isa
how
natin
many?
i-clear yan overnight.
Yes, sir. This is Maute Group, right? Maute
The
Group.
Maute Group, yes. It's
How
Maute
many
Group
men?
under-
How many men, sir? A while ago, we were showing photographs. In one photograph, there are 12 of them. So how many men are we talking about?
Pilon has about 17 with this in his group, inside dun sa kanyang safe house. And about 20 yung pumunta dito sa hospital. And probably around 20 others itong sinasabi natin gumagawa ng mga diversionary. So we can say na siguro more or less than 50 itong mga Maute Group na nakakalat dito. Kaya lang siyempre parang ang dami-dami kung titingnan. But
Okay.
Sabi ko nga, please advise the civilians to stay inside their houses.
Yes.
And
Sir, so-
please report kung meron silang mga information directly
Yeah.
dun sa ating police at AFP.
Oo.
Si
Well, sir,
General Rolly Bautista ang ating ground commander.
Yes,
yung
the-
division commander ng
General Rolly Bautista, 1st Infantry Division Commander, sir, is there.
Yes, yes,
Sir,
yes.
well, right now, actually, since early today, many netizens have been posting videos, photographs on Facebook, on Twitter. There's a whole veritable source of information there. Is that one source of
Yes.
info for the AFP also? We're showing many of those photographs on Facebook right now, sir.
Pakiulit yung huling sabi.
Marami pong mga photos and videos on Facebook and Twitter, mga social media sites.
Yes,
Yeah. Sir, sabi
Well,
niyo,
sometimes nakakatulong yan pero minsan nakakadagdag ng panic sa mga tao. Kaya nga meron tayo dong intelligence cell. Ito lang yung mga
alright, General Anyo.
important yung ating siyan para sa mga successions natin.
Okay, so you're saying less than 50, sir, not 300. And what
Yes.
about, our next worry is reinforcements. Will there be more?
Pakiulit, medyo sumabay yung tunog.
Will there be
Pakiulit.
reinforcements, sir, for these armed men?
Hello?
Have exit points to Marawi City been blocked
Hello?
off? Sir, General Anyo? The next concern po is reinforcements. Have exit and entry points to the city been barricaded already? And Z about. All right, let's do a little recap first of what we know, what CNN Philippines knows so far. So this all began at around 2 o'clock this afternoon, as General Anyo was telling us earlier by telephone from Moscow, that the military was targeting Isnilon Hapilon, an Abu Sayyaf leader who was in Marawi City at that time, and that's what started everything. We were speaking also to 3 different residents of Marawi City, and all of them telling us practically the same story, that there are armed men, and they do not agree with General Anyo, who said there are 50 armed men. They say there are more armed men all over the city in different places. Some of them, the armed men, about 10 to 15 in the Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital. Also, reports from these residents of Marawi City. And by the way, we contacted them through Facebook because they were uploading photographs and videos of what was going on in their city. They're also telling us that there are fires, fire burning in Dansalan College, a fire in the Marawi City College. They're also telling us that there is no electricity in Marawi City. And as of about a minute ago, just as we finished speaking to Zed Abantas, and also the same thing we heard from Chico Usman and Muhammad Manshawi, they were saying that every now and then, still, they can hear sporadic gunfire, gunshots. They can hear an explosion or two every now and then. They're not sure if it's a grenade or whatever, what other kind of explosion. They're also saying that, and this was interesting to hear from Zed Abantas. He said that Marawi had always been spared in whatever war that Mindanao had to go through, and it had always been considered a shelter. And I asked him if this, if it's always been considered like a neutral zone of sorts, and he says yes, because, for example, when a war or a battle broke out in Butig, which is about 2 hours from Marawi, and Butig, by the way, dyan nagsimula ang Maute Group. When he said that when war broke out in Butig, evacuees would go to Marawi. When there was trouble in other places, Marawi would be like a safe haven for them. And he said, Zed Abantas earlier telling us that he's lived all his life in Marawi. This is the first time, he says, that something like this happened. We also spoke earlier to Chico Usman, and he said that he was able to take videos of these men who were walking around the streets of Marawi City. One of them, one of the videos of Chico Usman, this man with a megaphone, speaking to residents, and Chico telling us that residents, of course, in Marawi City just staying inside their homes. But he was also saying that he was the one who was telling us that there were fires, different fires going on in Marawi City. We also spoke to another Marawi City resident, his name, Muhammad Manshawi, and both Chico and Muhammad were allowed us to use their photographs and videos. Some of that we were showing to you earlier. Muhammad Manshawi saying also the same thing. So was Zed Abantas saying the same thing also. We spoke also to Mayor Mahul Gandamra, and he was saying that he was appealing to the AFP and the PNP for reinforcements. He said that he already had spoken earlier to the brigade and the division commander of the army there, that's based in Marawi, and he also spoke to the provincial director. But until the time that we spoke to him, that was about 30 minutes ago, there is as yet no reinforcements. The mayor also saying, and one of the other residents of Marawi, it looks like what the armed men are doing is propaganda, taking pictures of themselves, and well, they are on media. Also, the mayor saying that he is in City Hall and he is ready to defend City Hall. He says he's not leaving City Hall. And he was a bit apprehensive that the armed men may go to City Hall. Now, earlier also, we had reports about the armed men in the Amay Pakpak Medical Center. But as we were speaking to Zed Abantas, who said that his sister worked there, that the armed men had left, biglang umalis na lang daw sa ospital na yon. But earlier on, they were practically running the place. Now, Marawi City Mayor Mahul Gandamra appealing for reinforcements. Gandamra telling CNN Philippines the lights have gone out in the city.
Right now po, naka-collect na tayo. We collated all the some informations, no? Na pumupunta na ho dito sa ating, dito po kami ngayon sa City Hall at binuo ko yung crisis committee. And
okay.
Right now po ay nakakakuha na tayo ng mga informations. And of course, yung mga balita ho na mayroon talagang presence ng mga itong grupo na ito ay talagang medyo nag-organize na sila. That's the reason why, ma'am, na ito ay opportunity na rin na mag-appeal ako sa ating mga authorities from the military and the PNP, because I've been calling them kanina pa ho na magbigay na sila ng reinforcement dito sa ating sa city mismo, city proper. Dahil
well, where are they? Sir, where are they, Mayor?
Wala po. In fact,
no, but there is Camp Ranao, hindi po ba? That's where the first ID is.
Precisely. Kaya nga ho ngayon na dito sa City Hall, kami lang ho nandito. Kamag-anak ko at ako lang ho ang nandito.
Okay, but we have like photographs of these are armored vehicles on the road.
Kanina po nandun niya sa Basak Balatulat.
Yung
dito
yung
po
operation,
mismo.
kanina,
Yes,
yung
ma'am.
kaninang operation na ang
Yes,
target
ma'am.
nila
Yes,
si
ma'am.
Isnilon Hapilon.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero ngayon, wala na.
Wala po
Okay.
wala po. Sa ngayon po, I requested from them na sana dumating sila para at least medyo naman yung presence ng kabila ay medyo ma-neutralize.
Yeah. Who
Otherwise,
exactly
kung
in the
wala
AF, sir, who exactly in the AFP and PNP were you talking to?
ano po?
Sino po yung hiningan nyo ng reinforcement sa AFP at
I was
PNP?
talking to the officials of the military and also tinatawagan ko ang ating provincial director ng PNP. Hindi po matawagan. Ako lang ata ang naka-on ng cellphone eh.
Sino
Pero I was
pong
talking
provincial?
to the military po at sinasabi nila na mayroong parating. Pero kanina pa po yun at I don't know kung mayroon silang mga action plan na ginagawa but hindi po tayo makahintay.
Oh.
How to protect these people? Paano po natin maprotektahan? Even kami po nandito sa City Hall. Naghahantay po ako kung dumating ang mga grupo na yan at ano ang balak
Oo.
nilang gawin.
Mayor, sino po
hindi po ako hindi
Yes.
ko po maiwanan ng City Hall dahil I
Yes,
want
Mayor.
to protect this hall from any
Yes. Yes. Well, Mayor,
of,
sino po yung tinatawagan nyo sa AFP?
Ako
Yung First
po ay
Infantry-
nakikipag-coordinate kay Brigade Commander and also I was able to talk to the Division Commander, General Bautista, and there was an instruction na meron pong parating. But until now po ay inaantay namin. Pero hindi po natin matansya kung anong gagawin ng kabila. Kasi hindi
Okay.
natin alam kung anong plano nila.
Mayor Majul Gandamra, can you tell us, sir, a while ago we spoke to two residents. One of them said, because I spoke also to General Anyo, ang sabi niya mga 50 lang ang mga armadong lalaki na nandyan. Yung isang resident, ang sabi niya, hindi po ito 50 lang, mga hundreds ito, 200, 300.
Precisely nga.
What is,
Precisely,
sir,
ma'am.
what is the real situation? How many armed men from the Maute Group are we talking about?
Well, I cannot exactly give you the figure, ma'am, because ang frontliner dito kanina, ang nag-ooperate po ay ang military. In fact, yung operation na po is mainly military. Nagkataon lang po na ako'y dumaan doon sa area niyon at papunta ho ako in one of the municipalities of Lanao. At
okay.
ako po ay bumaba at nakipag-usap sa mga military. And
Okay.
Apparently, mayroon po silang operation doon na allegedly mayroong suspected members of this ISIS-inspired group.
Yeah.
Kaya po ako ay umapil ngayon sa ating mga kasundaluhan and in the PNP to reinforce the city. Lagyan po dito ng mga tao, ng mga military para po ma-feel yung presence nila. Anang sa ganun ay ma-prevent natin kung mayroong mga plano silang pasukin ng mga government facilities like the City Hall. Sa ngayon po, kami lang po, ako at saka yung mga tao ko ay nandito po.
Mayor, can you tell us, a while ago, we were showing photographs, and right now we're showing a photograph of a burning building. A while ago, one of the residents was telling us that the Marawi City Jail and the Dansalan College is burning. Can you confirm that, sir?
Well, there was a report, ma'am. There was a report from also from text message from cell phone and radio kasi wala na hong ilaw dito. And sabi nila meron hong sinunog. And that I have to confirm, ma'am, because right now, yung sinasabi nila na may mga presence doon ng itong mga grupo na ito. At iniiwasan natin, pag iniwan namin yung sityo, baka ito naman ang pasukin nila.
Okay.
So, right now po ay nakikipag-coordinate ako. But until now, wala pong dumating na reinforcement from the military and from the PRP, ma'am.
Okay.
Kausap po namin yung 5 tao doon sa police station. Pero ngayon po ay kinukontak namin, hindi makontak.
Sir, Mayor, can you also tell us what exactly is the situation in the Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital? Because we are
But
also
again,
getting...
doon po sa Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital, nandun po yung mga pasyente and they can roam around. In fact, nandun po yung the usual pa rin yung one. But there was a report na kanina daw may dumaan isa sa mga grupo. Kasi malapit lang po ito sa City Hall. Yung Amay Pakpak Medical Center and the City Hall,
Yes, we're showing a map right now, sir. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
You can explain. Go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so malapit lang ang City Hall to Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital.
Very
and,
near. Very
Yeah.
near po.
Okay. And dumaan, pero there was a firefight, there was a skirmish just outside the hospital.
Wala pong firefight dahil wala pong presence ng military. Pumasok po sila
Okay.
doon, walang presence. Yung military po, yung presence nila is doon po sa Basak Balatlat during this operation.
During that operation, yung two.
Yes, ma'am. Baka
Okay.
kung mayroon silang action plan na hindi pa nila na-implement. But as of now, gusto po namin na makakuha ng ano ba talaga ang concrete plan ng ating authorities. Kasi kailangan po namin kailangan po namin mga civilian ng support ng like the military and the PNP to maintain for the peace and order and the security of the people.
Mayor, when I was speaking to two residents just about 10-15 minutes ago, they were saying that these armed men are just there in their streets. They've barricaded
Exactly, ma'am.
some streets. Naghihintay lang daw.
Exactly,
They
ma'am.
also don't
Exactly.
know what is going on and what they are doing there.
Exactly ang sinasabi ko kanina, ma'am, that kanina, kaya sinabi ko sa inyo na walang nangyayari putukan dahil nandun lang sila, yung presence nila, and they are taking pictures of themselves and also videos and uploading it to the Facebook and other social networks at puro propaganda. But later on po, meron na mga balibalita that they are, of course, attempting or ginawa na nila na may sinunog na areas to show some propaganda din at ipopost nila sa Facebook. Kasi nga wala rin presence ng military and the police in that area.
Okay, and until now you're
Paano
saying...
po yung mangyari? Di ba?
Okay.
Kung wala namang presence ng military and the police, ano mangyayari? Magagawa nila ang gusto nilang gawin.
Okay.
And right now, nandito po ako sa City Hall dahil pinoprotektahan ko ang City Hall. Kasi baka pasukin.
Alright.
I cannot allow them to do that.
Have you been in touch with other local government officials, the governor, for example, of Lanao
Well, I'm
Sur?
in touch with the governor, Governor Adiong, and also I'm waiting for, of course, for their kung anong plano nila.
And Governor
Right now po, ako
Hataman.
ay nandito po sa City Hall at handa ko pong i-depensa ang City Hall kung sino man ang papasok dito. But of course, ma'am, we need the support of the military and the PNP. We cannot do it alone, ma'am.
Okay. Sir, do you have arms there?
We have security. Yung mga security dito, we have. But of
Okay.
course, hindi natin alam, hindi natin matansya kung ano ang mga dala-dala ng ating itong mga tao nagpoplano na pasukin na
Mayor,
mga government facilities.
Yes. Mayor, I can sense how very tense the situation is. Medyo mataas nga yung boses nyo. You
Sorry
seem
po,
like
sorry
you're...
po.
No, it's all right. Well, I'm just saying, I'm just trying to
feeling-
describe what you are going through, what you and your people, your men are going through right now. So medyo mataas ang boses nyo. You feel...
Sorry po.
I guess you feel that you're under siege.
I would say na dahil dito sa mga nangyayari, ay hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na normal yung situation. Kanina, masasabi ko na normal yung situation. But of course, sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung walang mararamdaman na opposition from the government side, ay talagang magagawa
Oo.
nila ang gusto nilang gawin.
Yeah. Mayor,
In fact, they can even overrun any government facilities kung walang opposition from us.
Mayor, a while ago you said kausap po ninyo si Governor Adyong of the province of Lanao Sur. What did he tell you?
Well, ganun din po siya. Since kami ho, civilian authorities, at kailangan po namin yung support ng military and the PNP, ganun din po siya. He's also coordinating with the PNP and the military. And of course, ang sabi, parating na ho. At maybe meron sila mga action plan, hindi sila basta-basta makarating dito. But kanina medyo maliwanag pa at nandito ako sa City Hall, ay may helicopter few helicopters na dumadaan sa dito malapit sa City Hall. And then I went home and I went back dito sa City Hall dahil ina-anticipate ko po na baka pasukin nila at kung ano ang ilalagay nila na kung ano-ano. So that we cannot allow, ma'am.
Mayor,
Over-
kanina sabi po ninyo that you contacted the division commander, si General Bautista. You also contacted the brigade commander, meaning I suppose you spoke to them on the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
And their assurance to you was that help is on the way, in so many
Yes,
words.
according
correct?
to them,
So-
the assistance from the troops, the government troops, is on their way. But until now, ma'am, ngayon nawala ng ilaw at wala pa rin. I am appealing to the higher up to bigyan ito ng attention At alam ko na binibigyan ng attention, but I think hindi po ito dapat pabayaan. And I am speaking right now. Andito po ako at ako po mismo ay nakakaramdam ng konting pangamba dito sa mga nangyayari na ito, ma'am.
Konting pangamba.
But we will
yes.
fight it over, ma'am. Alam ko hindi nila mapapasok ito. And I'm appealing to them na wag nilang pasukin ng City Hall dahil dito po kami I do not know po, hindi ko masabi ang nangyayari dito.
All right, joining us now. Before we speak to a local official, I'm just going to read a statement that was sent in by the AFP Public Affairs Office. Allow me to read this. Press statement, incident in Marawi City today. Government forces conducting operation targeting members of the local terrorist group Maute engaged in a firefight with about 15 armed men in Barangay Basak, Marawi City today. AFP and PNP troops jointly launched the operation after receiving information as to the hiding place of remnants of the Maute members, but were fired upon by the militants when they are approaching the area. At 5 p.m. today, the statement continues, government forces were able to contain a majority of the militants in one area. However, some of their sympathizers conducted diversionary tactics in other locations to divide the attention of the reinforcing AFP personnel. Operations are still ongoing and other details cannot yet be revealed so as not to compromise operational security. The statement goes on, last two paragraphs, since this is a developing situation, we urge all peace-loving people to refrain from posting on social media information that would tend to exacerbate the situation, especially photos and videos on the movements of our troops and on terrorist propaganda circulating through social media. We will provide pertinent updates as soon as advisable. That statement sent in at 9:07 p.m. That is about 15 minutes ago from the AFP Public Affairs Office to explain what happened or what is happening today and what is still going on in Marawi City. Now, let's speak to... I'm sorry, I have to clear my throat. Let's speak to Musa Diamla, technical consultant for the Lanao del Sur provincial government. He is in Marawi City right now. Sir, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you rin po.
Mr. Diamla, pwede niyo pong ikwento sa amin, ano po yung nangyari?
Nandun po kami sa opisina sa provincial capital. Biglaan na lang po nagkaputukan doon sa malapit sa amin sa Barangay Basak, Malatulot.
Ito po yung bandang 2:00 ng hapon. Ito po yung sinasabi ng AFP na ang target nila was Isnilon Hapilon. Is that correct, sir?
Come again, ma'am?
Bandang 2:00 ng hapon po ito nangyari. Hindi po ba? Mr. Diamla?
Kami, nalaman namin past 2 o'clock na.
Okay. So, but anyway, ang sinasabi po kasi ng AFP, ang target nila was Mr. Isnilon Hapilon ng ASG. Well, anyway, sir, can you please continue lang po kung ano po nangyari?
Ayan, it being, after hearing all the different fire, we turned our 2-way radio and 1-way radio, and we learned that there is for ongoing firefight between the armed forces and the armed groups.
And then what happened after that, sir? So nasa provincial capital po kayo, narinig nyo yung putukan, yung firefight, and then what did you do?
Then we call our people, we apply our emergency policies on PDRRM. We call our people to be placed in a safe place. Doon sa evacuation center namin, ginawa namin yung gymnasium na evacuation center ng lahat ng taong gustong andoon. At then we try to check on all through radio ano nangyayari, and we were able to learn that in many places in Marawi City is being stationed with the armed group. In fact, when we after having all our people safe, return home all. And then we also leave the capital because we also have our own family. Especially myself, I have my daughter, a physician practicing at the Maute Medical Center, who was also under siege.
Yes, we were speaking to several residents, sir, of Marawi City. Naikwento rin po nila sa amin yung nangyari sa medical center na yan. But sir, can you also tell us, when you left the provincial capital at nasa daan po kayo, nakita po ba ninyo yung mga armadong lalaki? And what was your encounter with them like? What happened? What did you see?
Well, they stopped us and then we told them we are a civilian. If you please can stop this, we are appealing to all of you, call your command, that this is not for the people, for the civilian. Especially so that there are children in the school, there are students who are enrolling, there are people in the market, there are people in the different offices. It falls on this ear. So we try to appeal to them.
So when they stopped you, sir, mga ilan po sila? And did they, so hinarang po kayo para po silang may checkpoint? Ganun po ba yon?
Hindi naman checkpoint. Narinig mo yung patok. Hindi naman checkpoint. Ang ginagawa nila is nakaparada sila sa mga different intersection. Pinapanan nila yung mga sasakyan. Doon sa, hinarang nila ng isang truck, cargo truck, sa yung mga tulay. Kasi tatlo ang tulay dito sa amin eh.
Hinarang nila yung mga intersection. Tapos, they stop the vehicles like yours, and then they because you said na we told them we are civilians. Meron po ba silang sinabi? Meron po ba silang tinanong? Tinanong po ba kayo kung sundalo po ba kayo? Pulis ba kayo? Ganun po ba?
Wala na sila, wala na. Because I moved past. I told them we are civilian. Please let us pass.
All right. So they were looking inside the vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
So ano pong sinabi nila nung sinabi po ninyo na civilian po kami, please stop this? What did they say anything?
I did not understand what they said because I moved past. I have there are ladies who took my car with me, trying to use it as a shield. So hindi ko naman ma-refuse kasi yung mga babae naman.
Mr. Diamla, so when you got through that group of armed men, what happened next? Did you encounter anybody else? And did you see, for example, now we're showing photographs of different fires, no? Several fires in Marawi City. Did you see those buildings that were burning? For example, reportedly the Marawi City Jail, Dansalan College, and several homes.
Right now I think the Dansalan College is still on fire.
Okay. What else did you see, sir, along the way? And right now, what can you hear? Earlier, we were speaking to 3 different residents of Marawi City, and they were all telling us during those conversations na meron po silang naririnig ng mga mga gunfire. They could hear explosions. Can you hear anything now, sir?
Well, sa ngayon, sa kasalukuyan, medyo na-stop.
Nag-ano po, sir? Tumigil?
Parang nag-break.
Nag-break? Okay.
Wala pa akong nadidinig. Yung kaninang bago tayo mag-usap, meron akong nadidinig. Pero ngayon, wala na.
Okay. Mr. Diamla, matagal na po kayong residente ng Marawi City?
Opo.
All your life?
Ayun na naman.
Meron kayong narinig ngayon?
Yes.
Maraming, many gunshots or isa lang?
Hindi, parang malakas yata yun.
Pasabog, parang ganon?
Oo.
May sumabog. Okay. Well, Mr. Diamla, you've been a resident of Marawi City all your life. Is this earlier I had asked the same question of one other resident, and ang sabi po niya, ngayon lang daw ito nangyari. that Marawi City has always been considered a shelter. It has always been spared. But this is the first time that something like this happened. Can you confirm that po? Ganun po ba?
This already happened before in October 1975.
Okay. But of the same scale, pareho lang po? Or how was it different? I mean, we all know there was that war in Mindanao at that time.
Kasi ngayon, noon, it's the people really. It's people surprising.
I'm sorry, sir. What did you say po?
It's that one in 1975, that is the people surprising.
People's uprising. Okay.
Yeah, the Benedict yun.
Sir, you work with the provincial government, so you were with Governor Adyong earlier today. Is that correct, sir? Or at least you saw him, or has he given instructions? What do you know of what instructions he has given or what actions he has taken?
Well, we are trying to talk over the two radio and radio television, appealing to the groups to spare the civilian, spare the people, stop this. There is no victory in war. That is what we always appeal to them.
Okay, so spare the civilians, but you have not heard of any incidents?
Come again, ma'am?
Meron po ba kayong nabalitaan na insidente? I mean, earlier, again, like I was saying, we spoke to residents, 3 residents of Marawi City. All they were describing was these armed men in the city, in the different streets, for example. Pero wala naman daw pong mga untoward na nangyari. Yun lang po, parang naglalakad lang sila sa daan. The armed men, naglalakad sila sa daan, barricading streets, for example. So that's all that's happening.
You know, the people are already, in fear. They are already in the respective places. Everybody closed their doors.
No, what I meant, sir, is yung mga armadong lalaki, sila pa yung nasa daan.
Well, they are there, and I do not know right now kung saan sila, pero doon sa mga different sa nadidinig namin, they are still there.
Earlier also, Mr. Diamla, meron po kayong nabanggit na evacuation center, yung gym po ninyo. There are people in the evacuation center, or I thought everybody was had gone home and is staying home.
Yeah, for those who really want to stay in the gymnasium, we allow them. I asked the employees in charge of this to allow the people to be inside the gymnasium.
Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Diamla, can you share anything else with us? What other information do we need to know?
Sa ngayon, ma'am, I think there is a need for the coming military to what do you call this, be vigilant and try to respect human rights, because baka mamaya pagdating nila dito, kung sino ang nakikita nila, alam mo na, sabihin ko na, collateral damage, hindi pwede yun, this is CCP. In fact, I called the armed forces to exercise, caution against the civilian. Kasi ang nangyari, wala pa dito yung ibang sundalo, nandun sila sa operasyon ng NPA.
Mr. Diamla, just one last question before we let you go. Earlier I mentioned Marawi City Jail burning, Dansalan College burning. What do you know, sir? Is there any information? Siyempre, meron pong mga tao doon sa college, sa city jail. Do we know the condition of the people who were there earlier?
Well, some had already evacuated. In fact,
Evacuated
I have already 3 families here in my house evacuated.
Okay.
From the area near the Dansalan College.
Dansalan College. So everyone is safe? Those who were in Dansalan College are all safe?
I cannot say exactly their situation, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, I hope we can get more information, sir. We are, of course, monitoring the situation here in CNN Philippines. So, Mr. Musa Diamla, technical consultant for the provincial capital, thank you very much, sir, for joining us this evening. Salamat po, sir.
Ma'am, salamat po, ma'am. At sana po makarating sa mataas na kuman. At kasi balita ko wala rito ang brigade commander. Baka dumating dito yung mga reinforcement na galing Iligan and galing Zamboanga. Yan na nga, I hope they will respect human rights. Hindi yung basta-basta, nandoon yung mga may nanggaling na putok, doon na nila, yung nila. They have to call this call the attention of the local leadership.
All right. All right. Mr. Musa Diamla, thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Salamat po, sir. Now, what is the Maute Group? The military first encountered Maute members in the town of Madalum in Lanao del Sur back in 2013. In November last year, the military launched an offensive against the group in the town of Butig. And we did speak about Butig just a while ago. Now, in a defiant stand, the terrorists raised an ISIS flag in an abandoned government building but were driven away later on. Now, who are behind Maute? Take a look at these pictures, these photographs from the 103rd Infantry Brigade, which CNN Philippines obtained early last year. Our research team found that the heads of the family, Ominta and Kayamora, were caught in a foiled bombing in Zamboanga in August. Reports also say one of the so-called Maute brothers, Omar Kayam, was killed in clashes in Butig early last year. But his brother, Abdullah, supposedly survived. The Maute brothers were former members of the Moro Islamic Liberation Front, or the MILF. Trending on Twitter worldwide at this time is hashtag Pray for Marawi. Twitter user Luigi Cat starts with, quote, "Normal lang yan sa Mindanao," and then went on to say, "No, this isn't normal, and it doesn't warrant apathy either way." The University of Santo Tomas's Central Student Council tweets the Tomasian community is one in prayer for those who were afflicted with the violence in Marawi. Spread peace, spread love. On Facebook, Irene Joan Aguila said, "This cannot be happening, not in my country, Lord. I am scared, I am devastated. I want my leaders to arrest this situation and address this now." And Alec Francis Altea Santos says it is extremely disturbing. His post reads, "At the root of extremism is extreme inequality and poverty, which drive people to believe deception and lies. I hope the siege on Marawi City ends soon." President Duterte said it. The Maute Group is connected with the international terror group ISIS. Our Rex Remigio talks about that connection. According to the armed forces, this report first aired in November last year.
ISIS has vitally connected with the group in the Philippines called the Maute.
Defense Secretary Delphine Lorenzana confirms the president's statement that terror group ISIS is now in talks with the Maute Group. Government troops are now trying to flush out members of the group from Butig in Lanao del Sur, where they have set up a stronghold and raised an ISIS flag. The military claims the Maute Group is trying to show ISIS it deserves recognition and support.
Yung direct link siguro meron na, but the formal na under na talaga sila yung tao rito talaga, yung part of the caliphate nila, ay hindi pa namin ako-confirm yun.
The defense chief says they still have to confirm if the group is getting logistical support from ISIS, since the rebels are using guns made locally and from an Indonesian terrorist linked to Jemaah Islamiyah.
Kuminsan galing sa mga sundalong napapatay nila, galing sa mga binibili nila galing sa southern backdoor.
Lorenzana, however, is sure ISIS is formally linked to another terror group, the Abu Sayyaf. In April, a Moroccan bomb expert was killed in an encounter between the ASG and government troops. The military claims the man was trying to unite terror groups in the south and link them with ISIS.
Either they are ISIS fighters saka agent sila ng ISIS para kumbinsihin yung mga militants dyan na mag-join sa kanila.
Lorenzana says the ASG asked the Maute Group to conduct the Davao bombing in September, which left more than a dozen dead. While armed groups have stepped up their activities in the south, Lorenzana says there's no need for the president to suspend the privilege of writ of habeas corpus at this time.
Pero sa tingin ko itong ating operation sa Maute is just normal military operation against lawless element.
Lorenzana says the situation on the ground remains manageable. Rex Remitio, CNN Philippines.
Well, earlier on, we were speaking to Musa Diamla, a technical consultant for the Lanao provincial capital. He was saying that as far as they know, people, he has 3 families that had come from the Dansalan College, but he's not sure about the condition of the others there. The Dansalan College, of course, confirmed to be burning. That was burning. So is the Marawi City Jail. But right now, we're going to speak first to the governor of the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao, Mujib Hataman. Good evening, Governor Hataman.
Hi, good evening po, ma'am.
Well, sir, what can you tell us so far? What do you know?
Well, per latest update from the mayor of Marawi, yun nga kanina, parang yung city jail na overrun at sinunog. Tapos meron din sinasabi yung Dansalan, pero at the moment wala pa kaming police report from officially, wala pang police report. Kaya ayoko rin magsabi na official.
All right. Well, what we're trying to do here, Governor Hataman, of course, is we're trying to piece the puzzle together to understand what is going on. The way the armed forces was explaining it was that at 2 o'clock this afternoon, military operatives were going after Isnilon Hapilon, who they said was in Marawi City.
Marawi City.
That's what started everything. And earlier I was speaking to General Anyo, although he is in Moscow, he's been getting reports from troops on the ground. And he was saying that what we have there is about just 50 armed men of the Maute Group. But what do you know in terms of what the mission is of the Maute Group, or their target, their objective? What is it that they are trying to do right now? Because like you said, and like other people have said and have confirmed, the city jail is burning, Dansalan College burning. Ano po yung objective nila?
Well, ako, honestly, PM, kaninang umaga, kanina, mga, I think around 4 p.m., ang information ko rin talagang merong kinandak na raid as of 2 o'clock or 2:30 against Nilon Hapilon in Marawi City. Pero yun nga, nagkaroon ng resistance. Second, per report din sa akin, na merong attempt, hindi ko alam kung ano yung plano ng Maute and Abu Sayyaf led by Nilon Hapilon, to create havoc either in Marawi or somewhere nearby Marawi. Yun ang hindi natin alam. Pero yun nga, nung nalaman yung report na yun, nag-launch ng raid, nagkaroon ng resistance, tapos ito na yung situation. So, kung ano yung overall plan nila, to be honest, really I don't know. Pero yung pinaka-update dito, as of the moment, andyan pa sila sa Marawi City, pero kanina, constant din yung communication ko sa ground commanders ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. Talagang sinusuyod na nila kung saan yung mga location ng mga Maute Group. At
sinusuyod nila ang location. Well, earlier I was speaking also to Mayor Mahul Gandamra, and he was saying that, and this was like about 45 minutes ago, and sabi niya, kanina pa raw siya nagpatawag ng nag-appeal, umapila ng reinforcements, at wala pa raw dumarating from the AFP and the PNP.
Well, alam mo, Pia, kakausap ko rin. After nakausap ko yung ground commander, nakausap ko rin si Mahul. In fact, 5 minutes ago, kausap ko si Mayor Mahul, pati kausap ko rin yung ground commander. Kasi kanina, nung nakausap ko si Mahul, ang unang update nga niya sa akin, hindi pa nasunog yung city jail. Tinanong ko siya kung ano ang real situation. Ang sinasabi niya, andito ako sa City Hall, at pinoprotektahan ko yung City Hall, kasama ko yung local security ng city government, kasi ayaw kong tatayuan nila ng flag any post or yung plaza or yung surrounding ng City Hall. Sabi ko, maganda yan, Mayor, at mag-concentrate ka na lang dyan. Tapos after tingin ko mga 30 minutes, tumawag ulit siya sa akin. na kailangan niya ng reinforcement. So after nung sabi niya kailangan niya ng reinforcement, tinawagan ko agad ang ground commander. Nakausap ko ang ground commander lately. Sabi niya, pakisabi kay Mayor kasi tinatawagan namin, hindi nakaka-reply, hindi nakaka-respond, baka busy. So ang ginawa ko, tinawagan kong isang number ni Mayor. Sabi ko may papalapit na isang grupo ng sundalo dyan. Kasi nga blackout ngayon sa Marawi City, baka sabi ko magkaroon lang ng miscommunication. So far ngayon, yung communication is at yung reinforcement. Actually, hindi reinforcement kasi kailangan talaga puntahan yung City Hall para protektahan from any further attacks from the Maute Group.
We were speaking to 3 residents of Marawi City earlier, and one of them, I suppose he's quite young, no? I asked him, sir, you are a long-time resident of Marawi? Yes, and I've lived here all my life. And I said, has this ever happened? And he said, no, never. As a matter of fact, when he was describing, Marawi City is known to be, is considered a safe place, a shelter, and I would venture to use the word a sanctuary, na kapag halimbawa may gulo, halimbawa sa Butig, yung mga tao doon nag-evacuate sa Marawi City. So he's never seen this happen in Marawi City. Is this an apt description of the city?
Pero sa totoo lang din, Pia, mula nung nag-exist ang Maute Group dyan, totoo sa Butig sila, mga few barangay sa Butig. Pero every time may military operation dyan, ang pagsakan din nila is Marawi City. Kasi karamihan ng pamilya nila andyan din.
Okay. And right...
Ito na lang, Pia, no? Practical question man kung sinong nag-raise ng point na yan. Parang sinasabi ko lang, kasi kung meron silang 50 to 100 fully armed, o ang iba kung andon sila is nilunhapilot, definitely hindi naman sila marunong gumamit ng local language, hindi marunong maranaw. Ang point ko, bakit wala mula sa residents ng Marawi City lang man na maka-inform sa kanilang city mayor or sa kanilang governor, then si city mayor inform the police or inform the security forces para, kaya ako parang
to inform, what do you mean? Nung pagpasok ng mga armado, dapat nagsabi sila, parang ganun?
Kasi parang ang point ko, definitely tumitira yan sa bahay. Tapos fully armed. Di ba? Imposible naman kung 100 hindi mapapansin. So, what I'm trying to drive out, Pia, itong problema ng terrorism or terror group, kung gusto nating ma-address, hindi lang to military might, hindi lang security forces problem, hindi lang local government, dapat even yung communities, dapat may active participation yung community.
To provide that human intelligence, kumbaga.
Yeah, human intelligence or information o merong, alimbawa, sa case ng Bohol, merong pumunta. Dahil kakaiba nung ginawa nila, pinuntahan nilang pulis.
Oo.
Tapos, naubos sila doon. Nung nagkaroon ng attempt sa Palawan, ganun din. Buong residente ng Palawan. So, I mean, parang ang point ko rito, wag natin iasa sa military, sa PNP, or sa gobyerno lang. Kung hindi, tayo bilang mamamayan, kung ayaw natin sa terorismo, dapat tumulong tayo sa pag-address nito.
Well, it's interesting, Governor Hataman, because what we've been showing the whole night is our videos and photographs from Facebook and Twitter of residents of Marawi uploading all these videos and photos as they're happening. Sila mismo naglalagay doon sa social media. It is one way for citizens to report what is going on in their area.
Pero I mean yung reporting kasi, Pia, dapat prior to, di ba? Hindi yung actual. Kasi yung actual, mag-inform ka o hindi. For news purposes na lang yan. Pero for purposes how to address the problem, kung merong mga tao na hindi, i-inform mo talaga yung proper authority. Parang ang point ko lang, parang nagtataka ako na merong 100 katao fully armed. Samantala,
paano sila nakapasok doon?
Paano sila nakapasok? Wala lang man nagsabi, wala lang man nakakwento. Samantala sa Bohol noon, 12 lang sila, biglang tumakbo ang isang may-ari ng bahay, pumunta sa pulis, merong kakaibang tao rito, 2 bangka. Pumunta ang pulis, sinuportahan ng security forces. 1 week natapos natin ang problema. So, ibig sabihin, kung napansin yung 12 person, bakit hindi natin mapansin yung 100 na katao?
Okay. How else can we, because Mayor Hataman, Governor Hataman, what we're trying to do here also is to find out what is going on the ground. There are, of course, trouble with communications, and then there's, well, no electricity right now. So, are there other people, aside from the mayor, who's telling you what's going on? Are there people texting you or calling you or giving you information?
Actually, even local NGO. Kasi on the part, kanina, mga 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock when I learned about the incident, I called my executive secretary, even the regional vice governor. I sent him to Marawi because he is from Marawi. Then I called my executive secretary and my chief of his staff to coordinate all our agencies and the local agencies. I even called Vice Governor Bombit to form the crisis committee for purposes of the current situation in Marawi. I called even Mayor Mahul at around 5 o'clock. Sabi ko, mag-create na kayo ng crisis committee para mag-coordinate yung committee nyo, pati committee namin. Then constant yung pagko-coordinate ko sa AFP. Ang AFP rin constant na nagko-communicate sa akin, pati yung PNP.
And right now, sir, the situation on the ground is what? What is going on?
Well, as of siguro mga 30 minutes ago, ang sinasabi sa akin ni nung ground commander, pupuntahan nila yung location, yung City Hall. Definitely secure nila. Sinecure na rin ng PNP ang provincial capital. Then, parang inaalam nila. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina pa kay Mayor, dapat yung coordination nila doon sa security forces, mag-send sila ng tao, lalo na nung nag-blackout na. Sabi ko, dapat tao to tao na yan kasi mahirap yung situation nyo ngayon. Dahil kung madilim at talagang padilimin ng Maute Group para makatakas sila, definitely gagawin nila yan. Ang point ko lang, Pia, rin, for example, for Maute Group, is hindi lang man nila inisip na few days from now is Ramadan na. 99.9% ng tao doon sa Marawi is mga Muslim. Tapos hindi lang man nila binigyan ng, pagpapahalaga yung sitwasyon na yon na pwede naman nilang gawin sa ibang buwan. Pero 2 days, 3 days from now ay lahat ng tao dyan mag-observe ng Ramadan.
Meron po ba silang mga kasamahan sa city jail?
Alam ko, napatakas na nilang kasamahan nila nung nakulong nung sa provincial jail before.
Okay.
Pati, hindi ko alam kung meron. Baka gusto nilang, tingin ko ang masama dyan, pati yung mga drug addict, pinatakas na nila, pati mga drug.
Yung, Governor, yung Maute Group, hindi po ba dati nasa Basilan ba? Tapos lumipat
No.
Not Basilan,
ang Maute Group sa Lanao lang.
Lanao,
si Nilon Apilon, Abu Sayyaf. Yun yung pumunta ng Lanao.
Okay. Interesting. Well, you were explaining earlier, and you were very deliberate in your explanation about how you are surprised that you have about 50 to 100 armed men able to enter a city fully armed like that and escape detection.
Kaya nga. Ayun, di ba? Parang big question. Kaya ang point ko lang, for the community or for the residents in Marawi City, I hope they have to evaluate the whole situation and for them to have, tulad nung nangyari ngayon, nangyari na to at nabulabog sila, apektado buong kabuhayan nila. I hope matatapos ngayong gabi ang problema na yan or tomorrow morning.
How would a situation like this be resolved, Governor? Where you have 50 to 100 armed men of a Maute Group in a city like this. Although earlier we were told by one of the residents that his sister, who worked in the hospital, had said na umalis na raw dun sa Amay Pakpak Medical Hospital.
Kasi ang balita ko, Pia, yung sa Amay Pakpak may 2 wounded na dinan. Hindi ko how true kasi wala talagang unless ma-interview natin yung mga nurses sa Amay Pakpak kung may wounded ba.
Well, one of the residents we were speaking to, ang sabi niya, his sister works there. and there were 2 dead in that hospital.
Ano yan?
But-
2 dead na Maute o 2 dead na civilian?
One, according to this resident whose sister is is working in the hospital. One was the security official of the hospital, and the other the driver
of the hospital.
Yes,
The driver of the ambulance.
Yes.
Or...
Oo.
Actually, wala pa. Ako officially wala akong report yan. Though nakaka-receive kami ng text. Pati sa operation center namin meron. Pero ang policy namin kasi PIA, without official report from the ground, hindi namin kinoconsider na official report. But that report also reported to us in the operation center.
Yes. Well, so Governor, my question now is how is a situation like this going to be resolved?
This one in Marawi City.
Yes.
Ako ang tingin ko aalis sila.
Aalis sila.
Yeah. Ako personal ko lang yun. In fact, tingin ko yung pagsunog nila baka paatras na sila.
Okay, retreating. And that's why
I doubt din kung talagang paabutin nila ng kinabukasan yan.
Okay. Governor Hataman, is there anything else you can share with us? If not, we will let you go once you give us some final words. But if there is anything that comes up within the night and we are still monitoring, we will contact you. But for now, sir,
Yes,
final
Pia,
words po.
Well, sinasabi ko lang, Pia, dapat yung kami, on our part, talagang continuous yung monitoring namin, yung 24 hours yung operation center namin. Pero at the end of the day, dapat manawagan tayo sa ating mga kababayan, for example, in the Marawi City, to be vigilant. And kung maaari, nasa loob ng bahay sila lang muna at this point in time. Kasi definitely yung security forces are butod kung saan yung president.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Governor Mujib Hataman of the Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Thank you very much for joining us, sir, and giving us that perspective. The governor, of course, explaining, expressing his opinion that it seems strange that 50 to 100 armed men were able to escape detection and enter Marawi City. 50 to 100 men, of course, of the Maute Group. CNN Philippines is monitoring this breaking news across all platforms. Sports Desk is next, but we will be back at 10:30. I'm Pia Ontiveros.
Good evening, I'm Mitzi Borromeo. We interrupt regular programming for this breaking news story. The terror group Maute clashes with government troops in Marawi City. Here's what we know so far. Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año says 1 policeman was killed and 8 soldiers wounded so far. Año said it all started with police and military operations against Abu Sayyaf leader Isnilon Hapilon, who's in the city. The AFP chief said Maute groups in the outskirts only tried to help Hapilon. Marawi City Mayor Majul Gandamra is still holed up at City Hall. He's appealing for reinforcement. Roughly an hour ago, Gandamra told CNN Philippines lights have already gone out in Marawi. Eyewitnesses told us the Marawi City Jail and the Dansalan Junior College is on fire, and that the Maute Group has left Amay Pakpak Medical Center, but sporadic gunfires could still be heard. President Duterte is aware of the situation in Marawi City. National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon says the president has been briefed by Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año. Esperon is in Russia with Mr. Duterte. Esperon clarified the Marawi incident is a military-initiated operation against the Maute, adding that Año assured President Duterte that the military is on top of the situation.
We have increased the deployment of troops dahil yung points of engagement are in several places, but General Año assures that they are in full control of the situation.
President Duterte is currently on a 5-day official visit to Russia. We also have on the line Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera, spokesman of the 1st Infantry Division. He's on the ground right now. Good evening, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening po.
Sir, can you give us the latest? Ano ang bagong information sa inyo ngayon?
Ang ginagawa po natin ngayon ay continuous po yung security operations natin. We have secured vital installations right now. In fact, we have several reinforcements have already reached Marawi City. So, tuloy-tuloy po yung coordinations natin with the local government units and the communities. So, the military and the LGU are on the top of the situation.
Okay, so we're hearing also reports, there are some people that have claimed that the Maute Group are killing civilians, even teachers. Do you have any information on that?
We are also acting on reports of armed men, those occupying the hospitals and those killing civilians. Right now, wala po tayong report niyan, but we are currently coordinating dito sa ating mga LGU. In fact, meron po tayo yung interagency task force Lanao. Sila po yung grupo. This is a multi-sectoral group facilitating this effort to identify po yung mga reports po na ito. So right now, nakafocus po yung military operations natin doon sa high-value target.
Okay. Sir, kanina po may mga 3 separate fires ang na-report. Ano po ang sitwasyon ngayon? Kasi marami rin mga reports lumabas na even other buildings were on fire, including the cathedral.
Yes, kanina kasi, di ba, nag-launch tayo ng operations kaninang alas 2 so, to neutralize the HBT. Ito yung core group ng Maute. So, yung Maute Group, nag-launch sila ng diversionary tactics para linlangin yung government troops natin. But right now, ang ginagawa ng troops natin is they're already occupying vital installations and even yung mga exit points po, no? Yung mga military forces natin in coordination with the PNP. So yun po yung ginagawa natin ngayon para ma-contain po yung situation.
Okay. Sir, kanina po sabi nga we had a report that 1 policeman was confirmed dead and 8 soldiers were wounded. Ito pa po is that the latest? Do you have any, can you confirm this information to us?
Yes, ma'am. Ito pa rin yung reports namin na nakukuha sa ground. Inaantay pa natin yung reports, no? Ongoing pa kasi yung security operations. In fact, yung mga reinforcement natin ay tumutulong po doon sa mga nasa frontline units natin right now. So, our casualty, as mentioned by General Anyo, is meron tayong 1 KIA, meron po tayong 8 wounded.
Okay. Sir, may pinapakita kaming pictures, no? And among them, earlier we saw these men in black, yung mga Maute Group. Sa ngayon po, nandyan pa sila, sir, the armed men. What's the situation right now? Alam niyo ba kung nandyan pa rin sila around Marawi City?
Right now is ongoing pa rin yung focus operations namin doon sa HBT, yung high-value target, no? Naka-cordon po tayo doon, continuous yung pag-conduct natin ng focus military operations. However, yung ibang forces natin ay nandun sa mga areas, no? Especially vital installations, yung mga matatao na lugar to secure the area. Wala na po tayo nakikita ng mga flag dyan. In fact, yung mga pinakita po nila ay those are propaganda. Yung mga ibang pictures po doon ay mga old pictures na ginamit.
Okay.
So right now is we also asking the citizens to help us, no? Contain po natin yung mga misinformations, wag po tayo spread ng mga pictures po na hindi po nakakatulong dito sa situation sa Marawi.
Yes, exactly. That's why we're talking to you para nga ma-clear natin yung information na to. So, sir, these operations began because of the military operations to find the Abu Sayyaf leader, no, si Isnilon Hapilon. So ano po ang sitwasyon dyan? Is he still in Marawi City?
Yeah, actually tuloy-tuloy yung operation natin. Itong hinahanap natin na high-value target is nanggaling po ito sa mga concerned citizens and communities within the area. So, nung nalaman po namin yung report na yan, so we verified it. We confirm it na meron nga talaga. So, nag-launch tayo ng surgical operations to flush out and destroy the local terrorist group. At ito naman, ginawa nila is nag-conduct sila ng diversionary tactics targeting itong mga vital installations. So, yun po yung ginawa natin ngayon. We are doing our best. We are coordinating with the LGU and the communities to support us, especially in flushing out this remaining local terrorist group in Marawi City.
Sir, just to clarify, this HVT or high value target, yan po ba si Isnilon Hapilon? Is that who you're referring to?
Yes, ma'am. Ito po, ito yung report natin na nandun siya ngayon. No? And we are still validating it from our counterparts kasi nandun din yung core group ng HBT, no? Especially yung Maute Group.
Okay.
So, ang ginagawa po nila is yung mga kasamahan nila nung napin down itong grupo na to. So, merong efforts yung kasamahan nila. Kaya umabot po ng more or less 50 ngayon yung kinonfront ng troops natin.
50 Maute members?
More or less 50, opo. More or less 50.
And in terms of our military, sir, ilan po naman nandyan? Because we know that reinforcements will be sent. How many in terms of the military?
We have enough troops. We have troops coming from different army units, no? Na nandito sila under the command of the 103rd Infantry Brigade.
Yes.
So, yes, ma'am. We have enough troops. The military is in control, of course, in cooperation with the LGU. And reinforcements po ay nandun na po sa mga exit points ng Marawi City.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you speaking with us tonight. We know it's a very busy evening. Stay safe. That was Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera. Thank you very much, sir. Now, let me read to you the official statement of Malacanang through presidential spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Quote, "Let us be clear that first and foremost, the president's priority is the nation's interest. He has full confidence in AFP and PNP's management of the situation, and we ask that the residents take all precaution, cooperate with authorities, and stay calm." Unquote. We now speak with security expert Jose Custodio. Good evening, sir, and welcome to CNN Philippines. Good to speak with you.
Hello, good evening, Mitzi.
Jose, what is your initial reaction to all of this? Of course, it's been quite a day.
Well, basically, my reaction here is the fact that we can see here how overstretched sometimes the Philippine military can be in addressing all of the security concerns, especially in Mindanao. Okay, you can see here that they were running after an Abu Sayyaf personality, and next thing you know, they get hit by the Maute Group. Okay, so it shows how complicated the situation here is, and also how overstretched, okay, the AFP is in dealing with all of these problems. Yeah.
Right. We just spoke to Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera, who says that everything is under control, and they do have enough military personnel to handle this.
Yes,
there are also mentions of this being linked to ISIS, but you say otherwise.
Well, basically, it's like saying that the problem here is that the Maute Group originated from a local spin-off from the MILF. They're saying that it's a breakaway from MILF, and some were bandits and so on and so forth. Okay, they may be trying to get ISIS support, but it's a different thing to say that they are ISIS. ISIS is a Levant-based organization that has a specific agenda that is attuned towards the conditions of the Middle East, okay? And this group, the Maute Group, is a far different organization, okay? It's like saying, for example, that whenever the Abu Sayyaf attacks, it's the Al-Qaeda that's attacking us. No, it's not like that, okay? These are basically just local groups, because there are quite a number of local groups in Mindanao that are armed and poses peace and order problems. Again, the Maute Group just happens to be one of the more notorious ones.
This is the first time an attack like this has happened in Marawi City. What does this say to you? I mean, they are known, Marawi City is known as the Philippines' Islamic city, and it's home to people of different histories, different beliefs. What does that, this is cause for huge worry, and you can understand why people are thinking that international terrorists are coming into the country.
Well, the thing is this, I won't go into the cultural aspect of why is it, or the psychological or the social cultural aspect. What I say basically is the security effect that it will have, okay? Because Marawi City is still a city, okay? And when you have an attack like that, then the government forces will be obligated to defend, to deploy forces to defend that city, or to make the people, the shaken population, feel reassured that the government is there. And what is the effect of that? What does that mean? It means that forces now are withdrawn from other areas and deployed to Marawi. Now, at the same time this is going on, there's an ongoing operation with the against the Abu Sayyaf, okay? That's happening in the Sulu archipelago and up to Basilan and parts of Zamboanga, and it entails, and it is involving almost around 7,000 or so AFP personnel. And when you have something like this, it tends to create pressure also to deploy forces in that area, okay? So other areas then can get stripped of AFP personnel and even PNP personnel. But remember that the Abu Sayyaf and the Maute Group are not the only problems. You also have other armed groups in Mindanao, and nationwide you have the CPP-NPA, which is also, doing its own acts of terrorism. So this type of what do you call it, incident, it adds to the pressure on the government to keep control of the situation because if not, then things will really get out of hand.
Yes, and to add to that pressure, I've been reading the comments also of netizens. Many are also worried about the timing because President Duterte is not here. He's on an official visit to Russia. What does this say to you? I mean, was this a specific plan of theirs, or should we be more concerned that this is happening at a time when our president is out of the country?
Well, basically, for me, it's more on the fact that, for example, even if the president's out of the country, the AFP is still there. Okay, so there's a command setup that takes over when you have the absence of national leaders like that. So that's why even when Anyo is abroad, he's still briefed about what's going on, okay, and then in Mindanao you still have the First Infantry Division, which has that area under its operational control, and which can count on other military formations, okay. But again, like I was saying a while ago, the problem here is that it also shows the vulnerability of the government because of the fact that there are so many missions that are being assigned to it, okay, and that is why for me the government really has to take stock into what does it really want the AFP to do, okay, because I mean there's this talk that even the AFP is going to be involved in the drug war. So if it gets involved in the drug war, what about these operations against other groups? What personnel will it be using now, okay? Because like I said, the military is stretched thin.
Right. Jose, just a final question. What do we expect to happen now? I mean, obviously, this is a developing story, and we expect that a lot more information will come in tomorrow morning. What do you expect to happen in a situation like this? What's next?
Well, basically, the government will try to show its capacity to control the situation. They'll be saying that there will be a lot of troops being brought in there. At the same time, the other side, the rebels, okay, and I'm not just talking about the MILF, they will also most likely take advantage of the situation by launching attacks in other parts of not just Mindanao but also in the country. And remember, I was saying that we're not talking here about the Maute Group or the Abu Sayyaf. We're also talking about simultaneous attacks also going on from the NPA. So I expect all of these various groups to take advantage of that situation.
Right. Thank you very much. We always appreciate your insights. Thank you very much, Defense Analyst Jose Custodio.
Thank you very much, Mitzi.
We're also getting a statement from Vice President Leni Robredo. She says, and we quote, "Buo ang ating loob sa kakayahan ng ating sandatahang lakas na maresolba ang sitwasyong ito. Sa ating pakikipag-ugnayan sa liderato ng AFP, tinitiyak nila na kontrolado nila ang sitwasyon at malulutas ito sa lalong madaling panahon. Huwag tayong matakot. Maninindigan tayo at magtiwala tayong mananaig ang kapayapaan." Unquote. Now, just to give you a recap of what we know so far, at 2 p.m. This morning, clashes erupted as the military moved to hunt down high-value targets. And we did speak to Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera earlier. He said that this high-value target is Abu Sayyaf leader Isnilon Hapilon. And he also did confirm with us that 1 policeman has been killed and 8 soldiers were wounded. There were separate fires that broke out throughout the city, and the gun battle still rages on. And we have been told again by Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera that the military is in control. There are 50 members of the Maute Group who are still in Marawi City. And earlier, the armed men also took over the Amay Pakpak Medical Center. And that you might have seen in the pictures we were showing you earlier, the Philippine flag was replaced with black flags representing ISIS. Also, the military continues to send troops to Marawi City, and they are coming from different army units in the country. Also, we just spoke with defense analyst Jose Custodio, who said that this situation shows how overstretched the Philippine military is. He also clarifies that the Maute Group is different from ISIS. Earlier, our chief correspondent Pia Ontiveros spoke with Armed Forces Chief General Eduardo Año, who is in Moscow with President Duterte. Año said 1 policeman was killed and 8 soldiers wounded in the encounter.
Around this morning, we got an information that Isnilon Hapilon is hiding somewhere in Barangay Basak, Malotlot, Marawi City. So about 1:45 in the afternoon, joint AP and PNP strike force.
General Año, sir? Okay, I think we must have lost. Sir? General
Na-flash
Año.
out din natin yung ibang mga...
Yeah, go ahead.
Sabi ko, nagkaroon ng firefight dito habang ina-attempt natin pasukin yung safe house ni Hapilon dito sa Basak, Malotlot, Marawi City.
Barangay Basak,
during the
Malutlot.
firefight,
Okay.
yes. And during the firefight, nag-flash natin yung ibang Maute Group na nasa outskirt who would like to divert the focus of our troops, and this group will try to rescue Hapilon. So about 20 armed men ay pumunta sa vicinity dito sa Amay Pakpak Hospital. Yung iba naman ay dito sa provincial jail. And we have enough troops there. May mga parking pa tayo. So please advise the residents to stay inside their houses and remain calm. We will clear the area
General
immediately.
Año, yes sir. General Año,
Yes,
can you
sir.
confirm 6 wounded on the government side? Is that correct?
Yes, actually a total of 8 ang ating wounded.
8 wounded. Meron po bang
Yes,
KIA? Killed in action, sir. Meron po ba?
Sa PNP, meron na tayong, according kay Joel de la Rosa, may isang PNP
Okay.
officer ang namatay. Ito yung mga nandun sa blocking
Okay,
areas
sir.
natin.
Also, there are photographs of 1 police patrol car that was commandeered by these armed men with a black ISIS flag. Are you aware of that, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, ito na yung part ng mga checkpoints natin na binablock yung possible exit ni Hapilon. Kasama ito sa na-encounter. Nagkaroon tayo mga sporadic
Yeah. Well, sir, so what is the
encounters.
situation right
Yes.
now in Marawi? Are things under control, or you're still trying to clear the area? How many armed men, are we talking about? Because I was speaking to a resident just now. He was saying that the Marawi city jail is burning, the Dansalan College is burning. What is going on?
Now we are in full control. Ang mga armado na to, they try to distract the troops, no, by burning, conducting diversionary activities.
Yes. Okay.
But, we are fully in control. In fact, sabi ko nga, i-clear natin one by one. Hindi kasi natin pwedeng sabihin cleared na kasi baka may mapahamak. But
Yeah. So, sir, so how many?
I-clear yan overnight.
Yes, sir. This is Maute Group, right? Maute
The
Group.
Maute Group, yes. It's
How
Maute
many
Group
men?
under-
How many men, sir? A while ago, we were showing photographs. In one photograph, there are 12 of them. So how many men are we talking about?
Hapilon has about 17 with this in his group, inside sa kanyang safe house. And about 20 yung pumunta dito sa hospital, and probably around 20 others itong sinasabi natin gumagawa ng mga diversionary. So we can say na siguro more or less than 50 itong mga Maute Group na nakakalat dito. Kaya lang siyempre parang ang dami-dami kung titingnan. But
Okay.
Sabi ko nga, please advise the civilians to stay inside their houses.
Yes.
And
Sir, so-
please report kung meron silang mga information directly
Yeah.
dun sa ating police at AFP.
Oo.
Si
Well, sir,
General Rolly Bautista ang ating ground commander,
Yes,
yung
the-
division commander ng
General Rolly Bautista, 1st Infantry Division Commander, sir, is there.
Yes, yes,
Sir,
yes.
well, right now, actually, since early today, many netizens have been posting videos, photographs on Facebook, on Twitter. There's a whole veritable source of information there. Is that one source of
Yes.
info for the AFP also? We're showing many of those photographs on Facebook right now, sir.
Pakiulit yung huling sabi.
Marami pong mga photos and videos on Facebook and Twitter, mga social media sites.
Yes,
Yeah. Sir, sabi
Well,
niyo,
sometimes nakakatulong yan, pero minsan nakakadagdag ng panic sa mga tao.
Once again, here is the official statement of Malacanang through presidential spokesperson Ernesto Abella. Quote, "Let us be clear that first and foremost, the president's priority is the nation's interest. He has full confidence in AFP and PNP's management of the situation. And we ask that the residents take all precaution, cooperate with authorities, and stay calm," unquote. Now, trending on Twitter worldwide at this time is hashtag Pray for Marawi. Twitter user Luigi Cat starts with, quote, "Normal lang yan sa Mindanao," then went on to say, "No, this isn't normal and it doesn't warrant apathy either way." The University of Santo Tomas Central Student Council tweets, "The Tomasian community is one in prayer for those who were afflicted with the violence in Marawi. Spread peace, spread love." On Facebook, Irene Joan Aguila said, "This cannot be happening, not in my country, Lord. I'm scared, I am devastated. I want my leaders to arrest the situation and address this now." And Alec Francis Altea Santos says, "It is extremely disturbing." His post reads, "At the root of extremism is extreme inequality and poverty, which drive people to believe deception and lies. I hope the siege on Marawi City ends soon." Now, here's a recap for those of you just joining us. This is what we know so far on the clashes between the military and Maute Group in Marawi City, Lanao del Sur. There were 3 separate fires that broke out early Tuesday night in Marawi City Jail, St. Mary's Church, and Dansalan College. Clashes erupted at around 2 p.m. as the military hunted down high-value targets who snuck into the city. And this was confirmed to us to be the Abu Sayyaf leader, Isnilon Hapilon. Also, there were black flags of the international terror group ISIS seen on vehicles and other parts of the city. It's been confirmed that 1 policeman was killed and 8 soldiers were wounded in the clashes. Also, the armed men, from the Maute Group took over the Amay Pakpak Medical Center and also blocked checkpoints in the vicinity. The military are sending more troops to Marawi City, and they do tell us that everything is under control. They have all they need and that they are sending reinforcements from different army units. We did speak earlier with Lieutenant Colonel Joar Herrera, who said that investigations are underway as there have been reports of civilians being killed, and this includes teachers. So they say that they are still studying this and checking as it's been, there's been a lot, of course, on their plate. They continue with their operations and that they are working closely with the local government units and civilians to address the situation. Also, we spoke with defense analyst Jose Custodio, who said that this does have a big impact, of course, on our security, that forces have been withdrawn from other areas, and this makes the government quite vulnerable with so many missions to handle. And we will continue to monitor this story very closely and bring you the latest. We'll bring you the breaking news all across the different platforms. Please stay tuned to CNN Philippines. I'm Mitzi Borromeo. Thank you for watching. Good night.